what's going to be the fastest line if it's done correctly. You know, you've got our normal unbonus bypass line.
It'll be interesting.
Some people might bypass the jumps because that's an option too, as long as you don't hit the flags. The flags are a penalty.
Yes.
Matt, I know you're not going to bypass the jumps though.
Well, we'll see. On the first course, I cannot confirm or deny. I think when Christy Wolf, anybody watched yesterday, Christy Wolf bypassed the double jump on the first course.
Her buggy's a lot smaller than yours. You're going to be trying to squeeze in there next to that banner.
So I did a little pre-run last night, and I cannot confirm or deny that I think is way faster course. If you take that hard right or hard left and on the first course, I think it will be considerable faster. And
possibly.
I think little Tim Bacon and me
Depends on if you can squeeze in there.
Me and little Tim Bacon were watching. I think he's gonna try to squeeze it too.
All right.
We'll see
what happens.
I think your faster guys will try to.
What happens because you're too.
So for those of you just tuning in, I drew number 1 for this weekend, and again, this is a great time to kind of cover our lineup. So we kind of shake it up a little bit. That way, you're not the first guy or the last guy to go on every course. So how we do it at the Southern Rock Racing Series, we have. On the first course of the day, we do the odd numbers and then the even numbers. So it'll be 1, 3, 5, 7, and then once we get done with all the odds, it'll be 2, 4, 6, 8. On the second course, we flip that. So it starts with even, 2, 4, 6, 8, and then it'll start with odds 1, 3, 5, 7. So, and then we always have number 13, which is kind of our lucky number. You get to decide whether you get to go first at number 13 or last. And once you pick it, you have to do it for both courses, first one and second. And then. Thank goodness, thank God, late entries always go first. So they give the option up to the person who draws number 1, which was obviously me today. And Adam Ringer was a late entry, so I was very thankful for Adam Ringer being a late entry. So he automatically has to go first, and it's up to the person who draws number 1. So I said, I'll tell you what, as Tim Cameron would say, I'll let him knock the dust off of it.
I will let you do this.
I will allow you to go in. Go ahead and knock the dust off for me.
Arm.
So it's a lot of fun. I later went and asked him, I said, do you really care if you go first? And he said, I don't, Matt, you know me. I don't care. I said, okay, whatever. So he's going to go out there, knock the dust off. And so I will be the second rock bouncer. But I think it'll be a quicker pass. We'll see. The bigger direction is
you're gonna have to stay in it. You're not gonna be able to crawl down that hill and squeeze by that banner.
I went both directions last night. I think I got quite a bit. I think there's plenty of room there.
Okay.
Now the second course, there's a little different. That's kind of a second course is where the choices really start to come into play. Do you hit the big line and get a faster time?
Clarify that for Hill 1, everyone is going to finish the same way.
Yes.
It's only one option. Hill 2 is when you have 3 different options for finishing.
And it will be interesting to see how those options play out.
Yes. I think the course could change a lot by then.
I think it will. I mean, we saw it change yesterday in the side-by-sides pretty drastically, and there was only a handful of side-by-sides.
David says Missouri Mafia will be hosting a yard sale this afternoon.
I believe that. I believe that.
I could loan them.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I think there could be a few yard sales. And the Perryville Mafia guys, those guys are usually fully committed regardless of results. Like whether they're either a wreckers or checkers kind of guy, they come out, they have a great time, and they all are super, super awesome guys. They'll pitch in to help anybody. Last weekend during the knockout race, at broadcast, there was several guys that were broken, and there was 10 or 12 guys ran over and started working on the rig, changing a tire or whatever. So, and that's one thing we love about the off-road community is we don't race each other. We race more of a timer. So, if I get a great time and I'm happy with my run, everything went smooth, I'm very happy about that. Whereas if I mess up, even if I have a good time and I messed up, I go back and go, I should have went a little faster here. I cornered a little slow here. So it'll be Zach.
What is Zach doing?
So... What's up, Big Hill Media?
Will Newman says, how much longer until starting? We're having a few difficulties,
yes.
I believe, with a timer or something needing to be switched out. Clyde's in here working on that. So we will, I believe we're very close to starting at this point.
Yeah. Big Hill Media says I should just send it right out the trailer. Like, just send it right, just launch it right out the trailer. Here. Yeah, like, that's okay. We like to party.
What's up, Harold? Allison? Brandon, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, we should be kicking off here shortly. It'll be a good time. So we have a lot of action today. We got side-by-sides, we got bouncers, we got RC class, so we have quite a bit of guys, tuning stuff off, so it'll be a good time. But
yeah, and if you missed us saying earlier, we're at Hawk Pride Mountain Off-Road Park this weekend. We're in Tuscumbia, Alabama. I think this is our second race for the Southern
Yeah,
segment
yeah.
of this series. Honestly, the whole season is so.
I'm sure somebody can correct us if we're wrong. I think this is our second Southern race.
So I don't know, just
Yeah.
messed up.
Yeah,
this
it's
year that
been
it's
a little
hard
crazy.
to keep track of.
So
Sounds like we're about ready. We got Tyler Bradley kicking this thing off in the UTV Bounty Series. He's going to be coming out of the
All
gate.
right.
Coming around the
Here we
track,
go.
Going out the top. Tyler Bradley.
About to get going here,
Y'all
folks.
sitting
If
ready,
you're
y'all
just
get
joining
ready
us, you
now.
haven't missed anything yet. Tyler Bradley is going to kick things off for our UTV Bounty class today.
you can still stand there. Just gotta come back. Thank you. Where's that guy in blue too? There's a guy in blue.
Can we do the pin over just a little bit?
Yeah.
Hey, tell them nobody needs to be on this side of this trailer at all. Nobody. Nobody.
No,
Not in
right
this
now.
corner?
No.
All right, I lied. Just kidding. You guys want to move? On that side. He said nobody on this side of the train.
There's a lot of rocks will be flying in there later.
Tell him there'll be rocks. So
Yeah. There'll be a lot of debris coming down pretty quick.
This show's lined up now to go give me a test.
All right, we are confirming that our timers are working correctly. Obviously, we don't want anybody's run to get ruined by a failed timer. Thanks for checking in, Brandon Roderick from Alberta, Canada.
Yeah. Hey, Clyde, throw that roll. One shake.
I'm going to take it, just take it off.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you.
We got James Bell, another one of our Canadian
Canadian.
folks
I
checking
like
in.
that he ended with A. Canadian A?
You realize this kid's in a back race that's racing right now?
Yes.
Well, supposedly the doctor told him he could race.
Just making sure you know that.
Yeah, but they told me the doctor told him. They told me the doctor told him he could race.
Yeah, he crashed. I think last week.
Let me know when we're ready.
I think last week he had a crash. Maybe 2 weeks ago. Yeah, the kid that's on the starting line now. Yeah,
Yes, I'm seeing the start line.
it is.
You know what? I'm hungry already.
Yeah, we do have some snacks.
This isn't good.
My bucket is up in the truck. We'll get it on our break time.
Oh, boy.
Although usually on race day, I don't eat tons of snacks until after my second run.
Yeah.
I'm usually so nervous. I'm like,
Get those nerves out of the
yeah.
way. No matter how many years or times that I've raced, you always get that
Yeah.
All
adrenaline
right,
rush.
that's it. I'm waiting
A
long
little
enough.
bit
Y'all go
nerves sitting on the
ascending.
starting line.
What's up, James
Ascending.
Bell? Thanks for the
Y'all
stars.
not.
Ooh, 200 stars. Thank you.
Here we go.
All
I get-
right, so if you were watching yesterday, then you might notice that things have changed
Oh,
up a little
yeah.
at the beginning of the course. There's a line of big old boulders that have to be
Oh,
crossed,
bicycle.
and the dirt ramp that was leading up to that big old rock is gone now. So that's
Yeah,
not
y'all
a jump
been too
now.
hard
They've
on
got
him.
to
He
crawl
literally
up
broke
that rock.
his back 2 weeks ago. Thanks
This
to
is
modern
Tyler
medicine
Bradley.
and painkillers. He's here today.
There's that
Yeah,
side
there's
by.
your line.
There's that side by side line, and again, it kind of lines you up for that corner a little bit better. So I think a lot of the drivers that want to try to shave a little bit of time, I think on the first course, will
Okay,
definitely try
at
to
this
take
point,
that.
We just have to hope he's doing really good. Let's just imagine he's doing some awesome stuff back there.
All right,
He
you
just
guys
put a
might
back-
recognize this
Yep.
hill from last year's race here at Hawk Pride.
And he's going. Whoa, a little light. Yeah, they call him
Okay.
Papa Wheelie.
I said that's a really just off-camber section there. There's lots of kind of big rocks and some stumps, and
It's a bouncy hill.
it's
for
a
sure.
very, very bouncy
You gotta
hill.
go all the way out, Tyler.
Especially with some little
Don't stop right
side-by-side
there.
tires.
That ain't gonna get it done.
And the top of the hill is not the end of the race. The drivers have to cross all the way across to the other
There you
corner
go.
to get to the timer.
Yes.
Hit it with his
So
first.
once right, you can see right there. That was normally right where the timers are at for the first course. Although this year you have to kind of do a little
All
woods,
along the
little
tape.
woods action
Oh,
there,
he is again.
and then out the top.
There you go.
That's our finish line right there. So
And
Yeah, he threw the
we
I
lost the
say,
camera.
yeah.
Went black. Brooks went black.
So right as he was coming up, that's where the finish line is going to be at. So just because you are out the top of the hill doesn't mean you finish the course. You still have to kind of finish that little wood section there, and then there's
What was his time?
kind of little 2 trees where you kind of have to make a kind of a sharp left-hand turn. But once your tire starts to get close to that tree, you will break the beam. So
104.01.
some Stuart Bacon.
.01.
Yeah, 011.
All right, Tyler Bradley had a 104.011.
Again, good smooth run there.
He was our first driver for today's UTV bounty class for all of today's racing.
Yes.
He just kicked things off for us. And of course, we usually mention that this is the bounty series, you know,
Which,
for our UTVs.
yeah.
The regular Cup series ran yesterday, so this isn't supposed to be
Yes.
easy at all. And it's not an easy hill. It's a good fun course.
It is. It
long,
is.
You know, lots of a couple jumps out there,
And-
corners, big old rocks.
And they're making it look fairly easy.
They always do that.
I know, like it doesn't look too hard. I promise
We're trying
you.
to talk them up like, ooh,
Yes.
our bounty guys are so tough, and then they make it go and look like
I promise
of
you,
cake.
the course they're doing now is difficult, regardless of what it looks like on camera.
they race on what the bouncers race on.
Yes. So again, our first course is a little bit easier, I think, than the second course, but it is a very long course. So I think the guys that are really trying to push that envelope and try to push that edge will are going to be almost going so fast it's almost out of control. So
We've got Michael Bartlett on the line now.
he raced yesterday. So our second course is going to be kind of a walk in the park, hopefully, for him.
All right, try it again. This time put some stones on it.
This rock that he's coming up
Come
to,
on.
you know, you can't tell
Now,
from this
now
angle.
do it again.
Well, I can tell a little bit now, but it's a big old rock.
It is. It is. There's about a 4
Come
foot,
on.
3 foot lip coming up to it. So
This is not
It's
one
gonna
that
be a
anybody's
long
going to be
day,
able to
buddy.
come into with speed.
yeah, you're gonna have to kind of get the
There
front
you
wheels
go.
up, and then kind of
Keep
gas
the
it real
pedal
hard.
on the right.
And then once you get up there, try to drift around that corner. So
Yeah, you come over this rock, and then immediately there's a tree line.
yes,
there,
there's
so
a hard
turn.
right hand turn.
Will,
So-
our first driver's name was Tyler Bradley. This is now Michael Bartlett out on the course.
Again, he looks like he hits the jump. Coming around to that rough corner section, you have a kind of a
Okay,
sharp
you can
left
hit it
followed
like
by a
those
sharp
kids.
right.
You're gonna have to get in
And there's
it,
about
boy.
a 6 foot rock wall on the side, so it's not like you can really just bypass that quickly.
You know, speaking of how many options and variables there are on this course, there's even a second line cutting across this hill that I know I saw some of our bouncer drivers looking at earlier. My dad and I looked at it too, but I
Oh, you
did, we
didn't do
probably
it. Don't
decided
try.
against it unless something
There you
changes a
go.
lot while we're
There
watching.
you go.
But that'll be
It's-
interesting to see as
Go.
well.
It is. It's so off camber. I mean, it's going to be.
Go.
You are going to be able
Go.
to. You are going to be able to save some time there, but it. I don't.
If everything goes perfectly.
Yeah. And that's what me and Timmy and Jake talked about yesterday. You would have to do everything exactly perfect on that because it's so off camber.
benefit you.
There's several big tree roots and big rocks that have dips. So if one of your as you're kind of trying to slide around, as one of your rear tires gets caught, I think it could really, and you might save a few seconds, but if you DNF, you're losing a lot of points. So, I mean, it is a big gamble, but it could pay off. 2 seconds is, we had between second and third yesterday in the UTVs, there was like a tenth of a second.
Crazy how
So,
tight the times are.
so it was.
What was his time?
113.554.
104.011 was your first guy.
All right,
And then-
113.554.
103
That was
something.
Michael Bartlett's time
It
just
don't
now.
really matter. We got some really good racers behind them. They're probably
We're
gonna
working
be
on
better.
getting our camera
We're
to
hoping
behave itself
It's
up
gonna
there.
be fine.
We should have Wade Good
Coming up,
coming
yeah.
up to the line now. Now, this man has lost 3 tires.
Yes.
The
Yes.
whole wheel and tire. The last 3 times I've seen him run anything.
And we talked
2
last
of them
night.
yesterday, one of them last weekend.
He has aftermarket wheel studs in there now. He said, "I think I did better with the stock wheel studs. I think I'm going back to the stock wheel studs." So we'll see. We'll see how that plays
He was
out.
struggling. There's Big Tim Bacon.
Yeah, walking behind us, Mr. Bacon, as we call him, the Bacon.
Speaking of better racers, we're going to have to wait a little
All right,
longer.
this
Right
is
now, we got
Wade.
Wade Good
And
in the rental.
he's kind of a kamikaze guy. He was out in the bouncer.
Come on,
He was out in
Wade.
his side-by-side bouncer playing with it last night. A bunch of us went out and kind of goofed around last night, and he was hitting stuff pretty aggressively.
I believe it.
Don't burn the wheel off.
Well, he already passed the one point
Yes.
where he broke his first
For
wheel
those
off
of y'all that
yesterday.
don't know, he broke 2 wheels off yesterday.
Oh, he
He
kind
kind of side jumped it
did
there.
half of the jump there. Okay.
Oh, now do
Oh,
it, boy.
there's that
that
bonus
line.
line we talked about.
He's cutting through instead
Don't
of
be
going
scared
around the
now.
big rock slab at the bottom.
Yeah. We'll
But
see.
I don't know. It might have slowed him
That's
down a little bit.
The
yeah.
hard line. There you go.
Maybe we might see some bouncer drivers try to do that. Again, I don't know how much time he's going to save there, but we'll see. Trying to escape through that as fast as he could on that timer system. What's up, Gary from Ontario, Canada?
That's a 5.4224, and our new leader, Wade Good.
Yeah, James. He said if the borders would open, I'd be down there watching. I'm like, yeah, soon. I promise you, very soon.
Look, we have another Canadian joining us.
Yeah,
Gary Stevens watching.
yeah.
Wade Good had a time of 54.224. I believe we've got, Paul Wolf on the line. We'll see which option he takes for getting
I said
up this hill.
he's obviously going to try to set a quick time. He did great yesterday. Ended up taking first place yesterday. Timmy was second, and you remember third place?
Oh my gosh, I'm like totally.
I'm trying to
blanking
remember.
right
I see it. Paul took first on the first course and second on the second course, so he ended up with first for the day.
All right, here comes one of the greats, Paul
So-
Wolf. Got that canned ham.
now. So he took the far left line up that big rock.
He seems to be going too slow.
And I
So
think
it
you're
worked
going to see
pretty well.
some of the bouncers do that same line. Again, we'll see. He kind of kind of side jumped it as well.
All right. he's taking that middle
Trying to take
section.
that Wade Good line
This
there.
one brought to you by Hoover Vacuums.
It's much more off-camber in person.
It is.
You can see how much it's slowing these guys down. Doesn't look like as much on camera, of course.
Woo!
Ooh.
Got it.
That's going to be a quick time.
Hi, Cold Iron. Yes, thanks, guys. Jamie was third yesterday.
Ooh.
That's a 5.5.
Wow.
55.349. A smoking time, but Wade Good still beat him.
Barely squeaked him out.
With a 54.2, sitting in the lead currently. Paul Wolf now with a 55.3.
And I know we got some fast drivers. They're going to try to make that time a little faster. I said Paul and Wade both had to back up a little bit on that bypass, so
Yeah.
we'll see if they can't. Somebody can't one shot it through there, and I think that was going to save them several seconds of backing up there. So.
And so far, they're taking your line
Well, yeah,
around.
I see. Paul
jump.
Paul took it pretty fast because he was kind of bobbling it after that. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out.
Time for a little tunnel vision. We got Ethan
All
Martin.
right,
on
Ethan
the
Martin.
line.
Making quick work of that first half. I think that little side jump is what everybody's going to kind of end up coming back to. Oh, he hit the full jump.
Back black, Bruiser, back black.
Oh, he's going down bottom. We'll see if that pays out.
Do I need to send a new cable to you, bro?
That's a sharp
Oh,
turn
man.
down there.
There you go. Go on, Ethan.
Again, right up that top line and through the time clock. It looked pretty fast, but there was a couple backups, so we'll see how it pays out.
5759
Ooh,
That's a 5.9657. Ethan Martin. Good run.
again a quick
59.
time. A quick time, but I think that puts him in what, third place.
Currently, yes. Wade Good with a 54. Paul Wolf with a 55. Ethan Martin with a 59. Tyler Bradley with a 104 and Michael Bartlett with a 113.
We'll see. Again, I thought we would be getting faster. It looks like we've gotten get a little slower here lately, but I said I know we have a few side-by-sides that are definitely going to try to take a chunk out of that.
This hill's got some tricky spots. This whole
It does.
course.
And again,
What's up, Bama? Thanks for joining us.
We'll take one of those cameras and new cable. That's why
Okay.
I got going on.
Okay.
So we got about half our side-by-side class done for the Bounty Series. We're doing the Bounty Series first on this course, and then right after that we'll go into the big bouncers. And obviously they'll be a little bit louder, a little bit faster in theory, but it depends on what kind of line they take. We'll see. We'll see how many of those bouncers take that sideline. I know it's pretty off camber for a big bouncer, so we'll you get a lot of weight that high. You know, you get that much weight 6 feet in the air. It tends to tip a little bit, so I think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Hey, Larry. Yes, Cash is here. He's not racing the UTV Bounty class, but he'll be in the big bouncer.
And they were doing some tuning on it last night. Word on the street is they took the throttle stop off, so he may have some more horsepowers today. So we'll see. We'll see how it runs. But it'll be interesting, I'm sure. Again, we have a great lineup. We got about 30 bouncers here. 2 of them doing double duty, so I think we'll have 32 passes, at least on our first course. Second course, we'll see. There might be a few of them broken by then,
Yeah,
but
that remains to be seen.
so and then again, on the second course, obviously it looks a little more gnarly. And again, how that jump will change will drastically change some game plans as the day unfolds. So I drew to number 1, so I'll be in the middle of the pack on the second course. And what numbers did you and your dad draw?
I'm 17 and he's 22.
Okay. So you're gonna run from the first on the big jump, or is he gonna run first? You gonna hit the second course
I
first?
think we're gonna switch. We're gonna swap for the second hill so that
Okay.
I can go first.
Yep. Yeah.
Because he'll probably hit
He said
it harder than I will, and
he said he would
doesn't wanna
prefer
break
going
it.
second. That way, if he breaks it, he doesn't feel bad.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of fun to get out there and do some playing. So
For sure. It's been a while. I think we've got Trent Ratcliffe on the line.
what's up, Sarah Sorensen? Loretta tuning in from Murray, Kentucky, not too far away. I'm hailing from Illinois, as some people say.
Oh boy.
Yes, Illinois is a bit of a drive. So, and I'm in Central Illinois. Paul Wolf's about 2.5 hours south of me, so it's a little bit 2 hours south of me, so it's a little bit less of a drive for him.
Yeah,
But
Ratcliffe on the line. Send him.
And he's off.
Here he comes.
again, he also raced yesterday. Did pretty well.
He took a very far left line.
See if our cameras will cooperate.
Again, kind of sidestepping that jump there on the first course. Makes for a little bit faster cut time. I say it looks like he's going, but again, you'll see a lot of bouncers today that have to back up in that same
There's gonna be a lot of
spot.
backing up in this corner.
Yeah, and the first corner isn't bad, but that second course. Whoa!
There you go. Try to get back up. Try it again.
Again, there's quite a few jumps, quite a few big rocks there, and quite a few ruts. So
If you run out of gas,
I think his buggy got scared.
switch it to reserve like an old Honda.
Uh-oh.
man, I see. May have bumped a sensor or something. Oh, that stinks. Had a smooth run going as well. Yeah, hey, thanks. Clyde got us a new kind of mood lighting in here, so he thought we could get rid of some of our shadows for our production. And
Mood?
it's
If looking at his son was a mood.
It's just a skosh bright, is all I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's just a little bit brighter. So yeah.
Clyde.
And I don't know if it does that much for
I don't think it
for
even
production.
helps.
Yeah, for production value.
It helps for them, man. It helps for you. It helps
Yeah, it's like trying to stare into the sun. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, we're doing a recovery.
So got a recovery going on. Again, we can. We're here at.
Good news is it's staying on now.
we have a camera that was cutting off earlier. We changed some stuff, but we're in Tecumseh, Alabama.
Whoa, what?
Tecumseh, Alabama.
No.
Tecumseh. I said it great 5 times yesterday. Today, not so much.
Try it again.
What? Let me see. Let me see it.
Do it again.
Tuscumbia. There we go. Tuscumbia, Alabama. At Hawk Pride.
Almost made me choke on my crack.
Yes, it's a good time. The first time I came here, I said it like 40 times, and it got worse each time. So, it's like, and first time I was in Louisville, I said Louisville, and they're like, you what?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, they were like, you're not from around here, are you? I'm like, no. Like, yeah, it's Louisville. You gotta like cough it out. Louisville. Louisville. So, yeah, it's not too bad. Like I said, we got the timer system will be at the top of the course for the same spot for both courses,
Whoa, son.
which is kind of nice. That way the drivers don't have to worry about trying to get out. Obviously, it's more of a straight shot for the second course. First one, they have to come along that timeline, so be a little different. But
The first driver was Tyler Bradley.
and again, we haven't raced any big bouncers. So who do you guys think our podium is going to be today? Top 3, top 5. Obviously, Timmy's a contender. Bubba's here. Little Tim's here. Larry Krogh did real well at our last race. Jake Pike obviously has been kind of burning the track up. Steven Rogers, our 2020 King of Hammers shootout winners here. Sparky finished like 4th or 5th at Bikini Bottoms this year with a broken shock.
Old Sparky.
Literally ripped a shock
Sir
apart.
Sparks a lot.
Yeah,
That's
Sir
what I
Sparks a
call
lot.
him.
Yeah,
I'm sure he loves it.
ripped a shock off and still finished the course. So, and he said, I didn't really know it until I got back and they told me. I'm like, well, that means you may need to do a little shock tuning there, bud. So he kind of laughed. He's like, yeah, we're gonna try to get in a little bit. So that got all repaired. Danny Smith and his new chassis obviously is gonna trying to burn up some stuff.
Wes Keene.
The Redneck Rocket Ship.
Chad Molitor.
Yeah, Chad. Obviously, he puts it down pretty well too.
Shane.
So, yeah, Shane Christensen. And like I said, Jake Pike's going to do well. Matt Schuessler.
Harold's got Cash being up on the podium today. And yes, you can watch on YouTube. You can go to the Mad Ram 11 channel and the Busted Knuckle channel. I believe it should be cross-posted on all those.
Yep. So you can watch on any of those platforms. The best to watch on is the National Rock Racing Association, the Southern Rock Racing Series page, because we can see your comments. We can actually respond to them. Facebook page, yeah. The other platforms we can't respond to because we don't see those comments. But the Southern Rock Racing Series page, we're going to hop over on there. Follow there. It helps us to.
Talking about us behind our back.
Yeah, we don't know.
On YouTube.
Yes. Yeah.
If you want us to see it,
yes,
you got to be on the Facebook page.
Travis Skelton is tuning in. They're racing somewhere else today. He said, yeah, we're loading up and heading to a different race somewhere else.
Whoa, where are you racing at,
Travis Skelton and, who else was with him? Jamie Calderon. Calderon is, they rode and they put one buggy kind of on top of the other and headed here together, so they must live fairly close to each other.
Kentucky boys.
Yep. Yeah, it should work pretty well. Like I said, we got a very, very full driver list today. So Jack Porter, and he's gonna hit the bonus line. He said. Daniel Heckley, obviously, again part of that Perryville Mafia crew. Trying to think who else I can see out there.
It feels awesome out here.
It does.
Today.
Right now, the sun is behind the clouds. There's an awesome breeze.
80 degrees right now? It was 75 this morning.
It feels about 75 right now. So. Randall Keys buggy's back together. He's ready to go.
Switch it now.
Let's see who else I see out there. Jay Stewart's is here. He won't be running his buggy. He has a sub this week. He hurt his back, so he said he'll be having a sub for him this week. And obviously he's itching to get out there. So he set some pretty quick times this year. He's getting out there. I see Cheryl, the other half of Brandon Davis Racing. So. Obviously, Brandon was up looking at that big jump this morning, kind of checking it all out. So he's a little nervous, but ready to check it out. So, yeah, Mad Ram's out there. I know we got High Octane Philbs, Mad Ram 11, and Busted Knuckle out there doing video today. Black Dog Photography's here.
Basically, what we're trying to say is that everybody who's anybody is here today.
We're all pretty much a big deal. We are a big deal. So
this is the place to be for rock bouncing.
It's a good time. I'll say again, you got the Avenger buggy right here, right there behind Bree, and my buggy, the Hyperactive Rock Bouncer, right behind me. So Oh yeah, it's like you're trying to do the reverse.
really hard,
It's
yeah.
right here, somewhere right there. So
So I'm back.
should be a good time. God bless you.
Thank you. I think I got some dust left over from yesterday still.
It was extremely dusty yesterday. We had a little bit of a rain come through this morning. It's more just kind of a breeze, like a little bit of a breeze come through with some. It's like
nice,
a sprinkle.
like, hour
Yeah.
of very light sprinkling
Yeah.
this morning.
It was just enough to kind of knock the dust down for now. I don't know how well it'll play out this afternoon, but
Holden Storts
Yeah.
will be racing for
yeah.
Dad today. for
Kelsey,
Jay.
giving a shout out to her brother, and we'll see. And Jay said he races just as hard as I do, so I don't know. That's a pretty tough day. Pretty big boots to fill there. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm trying to see who else we got. I said Jake Pike's out there, Larry
I think
Krogh.
are we having a timer issue?
No, we're doing a recovery. Did it get him out?
I think you got him
I saw
out.
you taking stuff out there.
I was switching them back
Okay.
in the meantime.
This table is so dirty.
We have a couple new guys that just raced the Southern Series, that just do the Southern Series of our full series that are going to be racing this event. One or two of them, I think, that are here that just do the Southern Series.
Ryan Webb is watching. That sounds familiar.
It
We know
does.
him, right?
It does.
Yeah, we know
Yeah,
him.
I kind of miss him, Mr. USD Sticky, not showing up. Hey, girls! There he is. We know he's watching. What's up, Mr. Ryan Webb? He's 50% of the Kryptonite Custom crew down there. He's the Agnes buggy. So they, yeah, good to see you guys are out of bed. You know, this early in the morning. You know, it's only almost noon. Way to see you guys out of bed. So.
What time is it?
Well, it's 10:30 now,
Oh.
but with them, I think they're in the same. I think they're in the same time zone we
Okay,
are. So.
fair enough. I was like, I know we haven't
Yeah.
been out here that
No.
long. All right, we got Trent Ratcliffe recovered off the hill. I believe we've got Joel Ray at the starting line.
I also know Ryan Webb and Aaron Sheldon have done some changes to their buggy this year. Went under the knife, made some serious changes, so they're gonna hopefully have that done by the end of the season. They can come out and play with it. So
Agnes had surgery.
it did a lot of surgery. Like at one point, he said the old chassis hanging from the ceiling just to look cool. So.
Uh-huh.
So it'll look completely different. My only question was, it's going to stay the same neon color, you know, because I love that color
It's
that
pretty
you know,
iconic.
and it, you know, such a beefy chassis. I'm like, they've said that. I said, you can still trail ride. And he said, well, right now we're just going to hang it, you know, just for sentimental value. So
Just get it out of the way.
yeah,
Hang
you
it
know,
up there.
hang it from the ceiling. It's all good.
All right, Joel Ray. Switch cameras, Clyde.
Yeah,
There it is.
There we go.
Poor Clyde. He's doing the job of like
4
14
people, yeah.
here right now. It's a nice,
Okay, here
nice
comes
looking
another
buggy.
one. Let's hope he does a little better.
Brooks' camera's picking our foot.
Again, hitting that jump there.
Might want to try that a hair
And he's
faster
going for
next
the
time.
middle line.
He is.
There are just so many options.
There
on
are a
this
couple
track
options there.
today.
Yep.
Well, maybe he changed his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he broke.
It's going to be a hard climb and two-wheel dig.
Oh no.
Yeah, that
Oh,
might
man.
not work.
Got caught on his tree kicker. That stinks.
All right, good job. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I don't think this is a two-wheel drive hill.
Yeah.
Man, he's trying.
Man, you hate to
Y'all
see
give it a
that.
round of applause.
that's
He did the best he
frustrating.
could As long as it could go.
Man, that
Buddy
stinks.
quit cooperating.
Good try,
Wheel
man, good
stick
try.
Come loose from the wobble rod.
Zach giving us a very technical overview out there. Something about the wiggle rod coming loose
Yeah,
from the wobble stick.
Yeah, I'm not
United
sure.
we stand.
Yeah,
I like that.
pretty cool. Again, I'm sure if it's a diff or drive shaft or what he broke, but again, see if they can't get him. See if they can't get him off the tree.
As always, huge thanks to
Yeah.
Keith,
Yes,
the
Keith.
tool man.
He's out there working on it.
Our tireless recovery man. He manages to be everywhere.
Yes.
All the time.
And again, like I said, he does this, comes out with the Bacon family, shows up, and kind of really just helps out a bunch. He does all the recoveries of side-by-sides and bouncers, doesn't charge us a dime. I know my tow my buggy back Uber bill is probably pretty high up there, especially after I rolled over last year and crushed my intake. He had to tow me back. It wouldn't even start at that point, so we had to.
He's like
did.
the rock bouncing Uber.
So his wife had a giant fan. She had just got her hair all done, so they took the fan. There was so much dust, so she held the fan out so it was blowing forward, so hopefully it blew all around her. She's like, I said, well, I owe you a hair appointment, or I owe Keith a steak dinner. I said, but I think the steak dinner would be cheaper.
SRRS. Glad to have you. Welcome. The tracks are hard.
Yes. Again, for those of you, it looks easy, but it is not. I promise you.
We've got 4 drivers still to go for our UTV Bounty class. We had the UTV Cup Series yesterday. Paul Wolf won yesterday's race. Timmy got
Did well.
second, and Jamie Coldiron got third.
Had a good finish. It was a good course, and the times were getting much faster as each driver went. Time got a little faster. So I think you're going to see some of that today. Again, we'll see how the hill kind of obviously as the hill goes, it changes format a little bit. So we'll see how it plays out. Could be interesting. So it sounds like they're trying to get him moved out of the way. And bouncers will be kicking off here shortly. It looks like we got 2 or 3 left of them. So get them all taken care of. Then we're going to fire up the big bouncers. And the first course we may leave the door down. Second course maybe not so much. We'll see. Well,
the first course is the one we needed up because they're all going that way, which means they're all going to be firing rocks.
The good news is I'm like as soon as the bouncer starts, I'll hop in mine and pull down there.
This is what Matt Schisler threw in here yesterday.
Yes, and that's the size of a baseball for those of you who don't understand. It looks like a Rubik's Cube that came launching into the trailer from a side-by-side.
So the door is shut later. Yeah, that's why.
So right now we have a great view out, and it's kind of nice to kind of watch out around us. But
for once, we don't even need the AC right now.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It feels great. Did you see the butterfly?
It does. Kind of hanging out. A little blue.
So pretty.
There we go. It's kind of a teal color. It's meant to be.
Oh, all right.
So
butterfly. I got distracted.
Yeah, and we have a ton of fans out here packed into our fan area, and we actually lined up all the rock bouncers kind of at a 45-degree angle in front of the fans. That way, if somebody is to throw a rock or take a bad bounce and get a little out of control,
nice little barrier there.
Yeah, the chances of them rolling over a rock bouncer is pretty slim to none.
Yeah.
So
not off anything like this.
Yeah. It's not. We may.
It's a good. There's trees on this hill, and it's not too long.
Yes.
So
again,
it's not as too crazy as far as safety goes.
After we shut the door, I might scooch over your way just a hair once the bouncers start kind of sailing this way. So we did see one actually come over and land almost right next to the trailer last year. So where the trailer's sitting now, anyway.
Yeah.
We had a couple pretty gnarly.
Like we were poised to escape.
There's a couple gnarly crashes last year. So and again, like I said,
there's some decent-sized trees.
There are.
Between us and the hill.
Yeah.
Be good.
A couple of those trees got removed last year, so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Again, I think that line, the side-by-side set yesterday, for those of you who are watching or racing, I think that'll be the line for the fastest time. Now, again, that 10 points, that could play out big, especially for a guy who's sitting in 3rd, 4th, 5th place that really needs those 10 points
to big difference.
To hop up into that top 3. You want to be on the podium for the season. He might go ahead and make that risk.
Yesterday we had multiple UTV drivers who made it twice.
Yes.
So that's 20 points.
So it is.
Quad, they all get 20 points, yeah.
So that's a big difference.
Yeah. So
and
for
again,
the ones that didn't make it,
there's
not really a way to be competitive for the season.
It is.
Unless you can, hang up there, hang with them, and get every advantage.
Yeah, and again, your top 2, top 3 guys, they end up with a DNF. I mean, that's 40 points they're missing out on. So you can kind of respond quickly that way. But that's going to be, you're going to need a DNF at some point. If you're top, sit on the edge of the 10th and you're trying to get up in that podium position, you're going to almost have to have a DNF. So.
But Danny Smith said earlier, he's like, well, I'm not gonna be winning anything at the end of the season. I'm here for today.
Yep,
You know? So
yep.
he's going for fastest time. He's not as concerned about the points.
And anytime you can get on the podium, it's always a good day.
Yeah.
Top 10. I say if you're top 10, you're pretty good. But if you're on the podium, no matter where you're at, you're still pretty awesome.
Although
So
even for today, we go by points anyway, not
Yeah.
by time. So
yeah.
that won't even benefit him, would it, Clyde? Danny said he wanted to just take the fastest line and not worry about points, but it's based on points anyway for
But it's a lot less.
the individual
Yeah.
race.
That bonus line's normal.
Yeah.
It is. I think we'll see a couple guys do it today just because they're ornery. But we'll see how it plays out. It'll be
So,
interesting.
What we're calling today's bonus line that is worth extra 10 points. Nobody even took it yesterday. So you guys haven't seen anybody on it yet.
It
for
was
this
the
weekend.
I say it was the same course that we ran the second course of last year. So for those of you who were here, raced last year, or spectated, it was the same exact second course of last year. So if you want to hop and watch the video from last year during our intermission, you could see it. So
We got the track cleared up. We
And
got
again-
Cooper Bentley
Steve Howell's watching.
on
What's
the
up, Steve?
line.
and I love
Woo, yeah, he
we
brought
are
30
absolutely
points.
loving this overcast
Good
today.
job.
It feels
Y'all give it up.
amazing
Y'all got
out here
work to
today.
do.
I want you all to be jealous
Yes.
if you're
Also
anywhere
one of the
that's
new racers. I'm
hot
not
and
familiar
humid
with
right
them.
now.
Yes.
That was us yesterday.
It was pretty rough.
All right, I believe we've got Cooper Bentley on the starting line. Hey, the butterfly's back. Look at it.
Hanging out,
Oh,
flying
never
around.
mind. Too slow. So this is such a long course, and it kind of winds all around itself. You can see that our camera guy is having a little bit trouble of
Hey,
getting
our
an
butterflies.
angle that is going to be great for the whole course here.
Our butterflies is flying in the trailer now. Oh, a little bit there. Again, that's a pretty big lip for a side-by-side to come up and just tackle.
Yesterday there was
All
a
right,
dirt
Cooper,
ramp
do the
leading
same
up to this
thing,
rock,
just
so
do
it
it
was more of a
faster.
jump. But today they removed that ramp
Come
last
on.
night, so
Lost the steering.
Oh, my.
Man, that stinks.
We are timing this. Is he already broke?
James, we had like an hour of a really light sprinkle this morning.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
I don't know if it's going to be enough to really keep the dust down for the day, but it feels great out here.
Right now, it's with the overcast. It feels amazing. 75, sunny, with a slight breeze occasionally. So,
All right, so I think that was Cooper Bentley getting him off the course now.
Keith is getting a workout today. So,
Ray was the one before that, right?
What?
Joel Ray was
Joel Ray, yes. So DC,
is next.
he should be. I didn't see him at the driver's meeting this morning, did you?
He was down there
Yeah.
walking around.
Nobody ever really knows with DC.
I've seen him literally show up like as the last side-by-side is taking off. He pulls up and is like, "Hey, can I run?"
Like just
Dude,
made it from
yeah,
the trailer. Yeah.
like just pulled in from the hotel, motel, wherever he's at, buddy's house. He'll be like, "Hey, can I still run?" We're like, "Yeah, come on, get up here."
Bless
He'll
his
take
heart.
then he'll take and set like the fastest time of the day. I'm like, "Bro, no pre-walk in the course,
Did
no."
you know that what Zach told me, a tidbit about DC, he's a really good BMX rider.
I've heard
Did you
that.
know
I've heard that.
We need to get him on a bike out here.
I know.
Because I want to see these skills.
Do some tricks or something.
I have heard he's really good.
So
Here we go, DC Thompson. He ain't no stranger. Checking
Yeah.
the records, DC Thompson.
DC is probably the most kamikaze
I bet he's
driver.
taking the jump.
Oh yeah, he probably will.
Nope.
Yeah, oh no.
Nope. Oh.
We'll see. You can see he's kind of taking that line. As long as he doesn't have to back up, I think he'll be
And
okay.
it doesn't look like
Oh,
much
there
on
we
camera,
go.
but you
This
can
may be our
tell
new leader.
by how much everyone's having to slow down in there, just how tricky and off camera it really is. This is going to be a good time.
I think this will be a great time.
Whoa!
Oh, come on!
DC.
That's the wrong way.
Oh man, that stinks.
Sorry,
I
y'all.
can't.
One of our cameras is being real temperamental today.
Man, he had the fastest time of the day.
Tree.
He hit a tree, I believe. Man, that
All
stinks.
right. Does our camera guy know we're on him? There we are.
He may have broke something.
So did he either hit that tree?
He was setting us.
Aw,
He had.
man.
Front wheel laying down.
Oh, man.
DC.
Yeah,
All right, Brooks, I'm gonna get
front driver's side does not look good.
All right, go ahead and change
All right, somebody pull the bicycle out and
Yeah.
let him drive that instead.
That stinks. And he had probably the fastest run
That
going.
was a great time going.
He had a smoke in the first course and didn't have to back up at all in that little sideline there.
Oh, it's raining again. Look at that.
It is. Well,
You can't really see it on camera.
yeah. Little sprinkle.
Look, this poor butterfly is trying to get out of the
He
rain.
is.
I'll tell you what, these UTV bounty guys are having zero luck today.
I know.
I mean,
And
this
DC
is the easy course.
DC
We've had 4 DNFs.
I know, and DC had the fastest time going. He didn't have to back up at all in that little.
Currently, Wade Good has the fastest time with a 54, then Paul Wolf with a 55, then Ethan Martin with a 59.
What's up, little Tim Bacon? Get over here. Come on. Come on.
He said, I'm good.
What is up with the bacon?
Hey, even Matt Schisler came and talked to us yesterday.
The entire Bacon family, I think, is scared of the.
Oh.
We'll see.
Jump what?
Whoa.
Jump that or jump that?
Jump the big one. The
Oh.
big one. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to put any limitation to the thing.
I mean, you've been offered $1,000 too.
Oh, and he said he was kidding this morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
He pulled out of that one, huh?
Yeah. And if at first he said at first he said 1,000, then he changed it. Well, if you make it, I'll give you 1,000. I said, well, I might do $4,000 of damage though. So
How did you make it?
I don't. Yes, if I make it, not that much.
Allison says, hey. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Too far away.
Yeah.
He's standing under a
Hey.
tarp over there.
Top fan. James Kentrell, he was sleeping still. Right.
It does knock down anyway.
He did. Wyatt Wilson.
As long as it doesn't turn into mud out there. I'm having some flashbacks to last year.
Hello, bonjour, et tous.
Bonjour à tous.
A tout.
Hello, everybody.
Hello from
Et
France.
bonjour à tous aussi.
I'm gonna say
Merci.
that's France tuning in, right?
Est-ce que tu parles français?
Oui.
Moi, je
Oui.
parle un
Par-
petit peu le français.
Parlez-vous français?
Mais j'ai besoin de pratiquer.
I know like two sayings. Parlez-vous français and I used to hear like très bien, Mathieu, très bien. That means like great job.
Très bien.
Yeah. So I heard that a lot, and that's about the only two things I remember. What's up, the Danny Smith?
Not much. It ain't raining in here.
So I heard
Did
you
you
had
find anyone that needed a cuddle yet?
yeah. I heard you had a bit of a tumble last week. You know, I heard you were just checking things out in the suspension.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah. It was like I came down from the tower and walked over, and you were still rolling. I think so.
This week, y'all were talking about Dirty Turtle.
Yes.
2 weekends ago.
Yeah. You were just checking things out. You know, make sure the suspension all in flexing, right?
I got too comfortable.
Yeah. Too comfortable.
I was wide open in drive,
It was.
and it turned sideways so fast off the top of the jump. Right front hit the ground when it landed. I knew it was over. I just let go of the wheel and held on to the harnesses. It was.
And then you said that was the first time you'd ever just let go of the wheel and held on like this is gonna suck.
Yeah. It's the first time I've literally.
Yes.
Yeah, I've bent steering wheels, tore them all to pieces and stuff. That time it hit so hard, I was like, there ain't no saving this. And just-
Because I've seen you
It
seen
was-
you on one wheel like coming back, and somehow the next thing you know you're driving back to hit it again. So
Yeah, it was violent.
yeah,
I had some harness bruising and stuff. Bent my ISP seat.
really.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Buggy
was-
held up pretty good.
Yeah.
I was sore the next few days,
Yeah.
but wasn't as bad as I thought I was going to be.
Yeah.
So
That's good. Everything did its job then.
I think it's because I rode around with John Allen. We went riding that night, and I think it's because I didn't just go home and instantly
Yeah.
lay down.
Yeah.
think
Help
I-
loosen you up a little bit there.
Like Dad used to say, walk it off.
Yeah, we walk it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny's like, we'll ride it off. No big deal, right?
My arm's getting tired. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
do this.
Oh, okay.
So who do you think our top three is going to be through today?
Why you gotta ask me that?
I mean, it's always.
You can say it yourself if you want.
Well, I'd like to be up there. I don't know, man. It's so competitive this year, you never know.
And I think we got 30 bouncers here today. So
I haven't counted.
29 bouncers, and we have 2 bouncers doing double duty. So we're I think 31 total.
Yeah, that's
29 drivers.
29 drivers. Okay, so almost.
Showgirl. Who else is doing it? I know Adam
Her and her
Bobby.
dad are both running the Avenger.
Are you racing today?
Yeah,
Well, I'll
she-
be.
So So at 30 drivers, that's quite a few drivers to come out.
Go.
And
Not, I can't let y'all get too lazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
keep you honest,
Keep
you
the
know.
competition stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's got a full field today,
For sure.
Hey, Clyde, can you turn that light
and there's a lot of corners. There's a lot of jumps. I mean, to see how it all plays out, it's
a
gonna.
driver's course.
I think so too. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. Danny Kelso is on the line here. Again, I think it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out.
I do too. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we got Danny Kelso on the line coming in. He's already started. Come on, Danny.
Oh, come on.
Well,
You're making a pretty quick time, trying to keep it on all fours. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
You gotta bypass it like they are.
Dano's cages there.
You going over that or
Again, it looks like almost everybody's had to back up at that bottom section. So,
what number are you?
ooh, a little bit of a bounce there. Again, there's so many just like rocks and so many rocks and tree stumps sticking out there. It's gonna play heck for I think everybody.
I have a pretty good feeling the second day I'm going to have to try to jump it. Do we know who's in front of me on the second
Well, Timmy's in front of you. Right in front of you.
Sweet.
So
that's a 6'7",
Yeah.
5'3",
So all you gotta do is what he does, but faster.
Right?
yeah. Just do what he does, but faster.
67530.
Man Carter, he's here
For
for the
Danny
fans
Kelso.
start. You got him, Dan, you're gonna crash
You know
the
what?
car,
We'll
put up
see.
smoking
Luckily,
time.
I drew number one, so I'm the first guy to
North
go on the first course, and I'll be the middle of the pack here. So I have a good variety of guys to watch to see. I don't know if my buggy has enough power. That's my only downside. We'll see.
Dan Carter on the line.
Stock LSs do 70 on the interstate all day.
We'll see.
You can get there.
All right, y'all. This is Dan Carter.
In the Rock Life buggy with the got that Wonder Bread type wrap on there. I think that's a little node to Talladega Nights.
I know Brian Dunnigan wanted to see some Rock Life
Yeah.
representation on the podium today.
I think everybody's all just went, uh-oh. Everybody's went straight there and backed up and then just cut it, but
You're back in black again right now.
that's not good.
Huh.
You trying to start it? Our yard sale just went flying.
Now, but no, it's more of a. We can switch batteries to make sure.
Uh-oh.
It's more of an ACM.
That's not good.
Well, that was weird. We are having some major buggy carnage today.
A lot of bad luck, man.
Man.
A ton of carnage so far today, and a lot, and I don't think any of it's really been that crazy. So,
Yeah, we didn't even get to the crazy stuff yet.
all right, well, kids, it's been fun. I'll see you soon.
Good luck.
Thanks. I want to need it.
Have fun.
Okay, guys, over there on the
I'm gonna
west side. Y'all have enjoyed the close viewing area of the UTVs long enough. They have installed another line that you must move to in order to be in a safe position. The big boys coming and they will throw rocks right at you
Hey, are we leaving
when they
the door
make that
open?
turn. So all the people on the west side up there close, move back to the second line for the big bouncers.
I'm feeling. Huh?
Thank you.
All right, guys. That concluded our UTV bounty class for the
Soon as y'all
day.
get to your proper
Hill 1,
locations,
I'm
we'll
sorry.
get this baby kicked
Just Hill
off.
1.
No
They still
break,
got
no
Hill 2
stop,
later.
No wait.
Wade
Showtime.
Good had the fastest time on Hill 1 with a 54. Paul Wolf second with a 55. And Ethan Martin third with a 59.
I can tell you that.
Followed by Danny Kelso with a 67. Tyler Bradley with a 104. And Michael Bartlett with a 113. Everybody else was a DNF, unfortunately. That was Hill 1 for our UTV bounty class. And now It's time to kick off Hill 1 for the bouncers. Where's Eric? Where Eric Hagan is? He was gonna come.
Okay, we're about to be course clear. Looks like we got Adam Ringer and Showgirl
right, y'all.
on the line. This buggy's going to be
Adam
doing
Ringer
double
is about
duty
to be the
today,
first
and the other
bouncer out on
driver's
this
going to be a
course.
guy called Bobby Tanner. Between Adam Ringer and Bobby Tanner, she's going to take a beating.
Bobby
That's
Tanner
okay. She's
will be
OT.
driving
She's gonna
Showgirl
make
as
it.
well later today. Later in the lineup. So this boogie is gonna probably gonna take a beating today. Did he go around the big rock?
No, put on the edge of it.
Nice.
Yeah, boy.
All right,
Oh,
straight away to the
good
finish
job,
line. Come on, Adam. There it is. 56.827 for Adam Ringer and
will be the time to
Showgirl.
beat so far. Fastest on the track of the day, 57.826 with the big bouncers.
Hey,
Next,
I was wondering where you
pay
were.
attention, guys.
What we got next?
Bon courage à tous. Merci. We're gonna need it.
Somebody else, man, coming that way. If you got somebody else, we go ahead and send them.
All right, Matt is getting himself buckled in.
Oh, we're
Looks
waiting
like,
on Matt Holt. He's in hair and makeup right now.
Danny, Sparky, Bubba. He's got a
Come
lot of
on,
help
man.
over there. Oh gosh.
Change your blouse, put a different skirt on.
That
and go.
happens. Sorry about that, guys.
Matt did that yesterday.
Ironically enough, I was going for the yard sale sign, and ironically enough, I yard sailed.
Clyde, I feel like that makes it worse.
That light?
Yeah.
I wasn't playing while watching action.
What's up, Eric?
Hey, well, what's
I
up,
got Eric
Bree?
Hagan filling in for me, everybody, right now.
I don't know if y'all can hear me.
They should be able to.
They should be able to hear me. I just yard sailed. We're having a great time out here. I don't know if you
We
mentioned
are.
the weather.
Dude, yes. It's
weather's perfect.
Amazing.
It's
this
perfect.
is the nicest day I have felt in like 3 months.
Yeah, I've never seen so many people welcome rain. They're like, "Oh, is it raining? Oh, yes, great. It is. Oh, yeah. Is that? Oh, where's? Oh, yeah.
Rebecca said, "Yell at Bubba to eat."
Yell at me to eat, because I'm getting.
Does he need to eat some
I'm starting to
breakfast?
get hungry.
Those Cheetos have probably been sitting there since yesterday.
Yeah, but they're starting to look good.
All right, Matt's got his pit crew over here.
Send somebody in front of him. Let's go.
Right there. Wow, I cannot point on this screen. That's so hard.
There's Matt right there. Fire that 6-cylinder up, Matt.
Bubba! Oh, that's Tim. Where's Bubba? Isn't it hard?
Everything's backwards.
I was trying to point at the yard
Okay,
sale
looks like
signs
he's racing double
yesterday.
Lancey. That's how we're waiting. Justin Holt came over the line. If y'all know who Justin Holt is, he's head main HMFIC.
All right, Matt is off to the starting line.
So if y'all want a boogie, Y'all go see. They build some really good buggies. They from right here in Alabama.
Adam Ringer was our first and only bouncer on the course so far. He had a 56.8. Who is that? Justin Holt?
And yeah, we got Justin Holt. He is a local.
Looks like they got
I say
tired waiting
local.
on Matt to come up there.
He's from
All
Alabama.
right, send him. Here he comes.
Let's go, Justin. Let's see
Local
what you
enough.
got of the reject fab.
So you can't really see a line of boulders right there, close off the starting, between the starting line and the big rock. Put that there to kind of slow everybody down.
Yeah.
I don't know, Clyde, why did you put those there? Because he likes rocks.
It's
Whoa.
Endo. Well, the good thing is his front brakes work. Yeah. That's a cool little section through there. There's a lot of options, and I'm guessing
That's
that
what Matt and I were saying. These courses today probably have the most variables
yeah.
of like anything we've raced on.
I would venture to think that if you don't have rear steer going through there, you're going to hate life. But you can go low and just kind of peel out. Just kind of, wow. 6'2", 769.
769 for Justin Holt.
Justin Holt in the
Let's see if Matt got himself down to the
That
starting line
reject
yet.
fab. Not too shabby.
You got a nice view of beautiful Tuscumbia, Alabama.
We got Bubba Bacon. I know we got fans of bacon. I love bacon.
Bubba Bacon.
Woo, yeah.
Bubba Bacon,
Bubba
big
Bacon.
block. Got the big block going.
Waiting for a course clear so we can get this thing kicked off. All motor crew right here. Y'all listen to that big block when it comes
All
out.
motor.
It sounds so good. All right, he's got a bad habit. He's driving it, gonna be fast. Here he comes. Send him whenever y'all get ready.
Yeah, let's go, Bubba. Bubba got his fans logged in and watching. They're here live. They're on the internets. Look at the smoke. Look at the dust. Yeah. He's through the turn. He's going through the rocky bottoms. Now let's see if he can hit the rocky tops. Oh no, yeah, that doesn't look like dust. That looks like magic smoke. He's at the top. Yeah. Yeah, Jason.
50.9.
50.994.
50.994 for Bubba Bacon.
Boys.
Wow.
It's hard to beat. I guarantee you we got some drivers going to be gunning for him, though.
Hey,
Bubba
you guys,
Bacon
if you weren't
laying
watching
down,
yesterday
setting
or
the
you're
bar.
just tuning in now, you might have missed us saying we're actually recording all of this today as well. So even though it might be a little grainy watching the live feed today, we will be posting a high quality version of the video
Y'all hear that,
tomorrow or later this
boys?
week. So y'all will be able to go back and watch that as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's something new we're trying this weekend. We got Matt Holt finally made his way down to the starting line.
With a good tailwind, you ought to be able to make this jump.
Oh, is it going? Oh, okay. He is going.
Builds all his own stuff, his buggies, motors, everything.
Go, go, go.
So he has no one else to blame.
Zach is hard on everybody.
So hard.
It's how he shows you love, I think. I don't know. Maybe not.
Come on, Matt. Come on. Oh, never.
Oh!
Didn't have it today.
Should I bypass the jump or should I take the jump?
Take it. I would say get some air under them tires.
Turn.
Yeah, that's
Get it, Matt,
good.
come on.
Make a good 6-point turn right there. Good job. That's not fast though.
he did that so fast he fooled the cameras.
Yeah, the cameras don't even know what to
There
do
you
right
go.
now.
There you go.
There it is. Stay in it. Come on.
So you got to spin them tires.
He's not hitting it slow,
Go,
folks. That's just
to
all
the
he
finish
got.
line.
Come on, Matt. Come on, baby.
Look at you.
Now it looks like a bit of a highway up there.
That's a respectable
That's
time.
a 79.
79.
79.705 for Matt.
Holt.
But I was saying the top along there, that last stretch to the finish line.
Looks like we got your
A butterfly.
Actually,
on the line.
Wow.
DC hit a tree up there earlier.
That's that American
If you could go too
flag
fast
flying.
and get just a little squirrely in there, it could get sketchy real quick. Hard to tell
Dex is
from
new
the
to the
camera
series. This is
angle.
his first year racing with us. It's great.
Bring-
Butterfly almost
yeah, a
looks like
butterfly.
harassing you, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's been hanging
It's
around for a while.
Absolutely does work. It's got up travel, down travel, horse pressures, the whole 9 yards.
You gonna be by yourself?
And Dex has turned into
Matt will be
quite
back
a
in a
wheel.
minute.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back.
All
We'll
right,
be
y'all. Wish
okay.
me luck. I'll be back when I'm done.
Hey, looks like we got some guys from Italy.
They're in the trailer.
Folks watching from Italy. Nathan Andrews, welcome.
I got everything right here.
Here he comes. He's got his passenger with him today.
Liberty. The
Go ahead. Okay, everybody in the pit area, unless you have a yellow band on your wrist, do not be there. If you don't have a yellow band on your wrist, do not be in the pit area. They just informed me they're coming through and they're cracking skulls.
Oh,
50.770. That's a good run. 50.770.
50.770.
Okay, we got Jay Stort's stunt double, Holden. Going to be holding it all the way up this course, guaranteed. He's been waiting for the other
All
man
right,
to
we
get out
got
of the
Jay
way.
Stort's on the line.
Show you what modern warfare can do.
Modern Warfare
This is also a
bugger.
reject fab buggy, so y'all pay attention. Watch how these suspensions work. It's unreal. Like I said, Dick's had a mess up right here at the top of the hill and still laid up a 5.0. That is unbelievable.
So Jay Stortz actually has a his son driving. It's Holden. There's a half jump. He coming around.
Come on, make that turn, Holden. Go on with it.
A walkie-talkie. They've left me with a mic, but no walkie-talkie. I don't know what Bree did with her
All right, here he
walkie-talkie.
goes.
64.428, 64.428.
64.428 for Holden Stortz.
That's a 64.428. 64.428 for the Jay Stortz stunt double. Holden Stortz holding it.
Holding it down.
On the line, looks
Hey.
like this will get down with Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown's new to the series this year, but
Charlie
I'm
Brown.
telling you, this buggy is strong. I don't know what kind of horse pressures, but it makes big power, throws big rocks, and he's been doing pretty good. I can't wait to see him do what he does today.
If you so we got Charlie Brown on the line, and if you wonder who is got the mic, that's Linus or Peppermint Patty. Jason, I'm writing some of these down. I can't concentrate on all this noise. I don't know about you, but that I like the way that sounds.
Go with yourself.
So he got the rear to steer, but he did not get the front to steer. But now he's steering.
That's number 10, ain't he?
Boy, that climb is tricky.
That's a 60946.
That's a 60.946 for Charlie Brown. What's up, Matt?
What is up?
We got Matt back. Good run. Good run, Mr. Holt.
Up over there.
Sounds like they got the old redneck rocket ship.
The boy's an absolute driver.
Not horrible. Not horrible. I can't
Not
complain.
horrible.
I just wanted to not break.
Yeah.
like
Don't, just hold it together. I have this, but I don't know who did it. I don't know who ran it. I don't know if it was Dex or not.
50770.
50770.
50770. Who's that?
Next row.
Yeah, okay.
He does just, I believe, just the Southern Series, does he? Or he does the full series? Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. Came out there, had some fun. My goal is not to break because we have a pretty gnarly second course. So
Yeah.
and that's going to be the real. The test, I think, is how good your buggy is how hard you can hit that. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how that plays out. And I don't know if you can tell. See the trees. The wind is picking up here, and the breeze is amazing until you're running to blowing dust. Like your long blonde hair flowing in the wind there.
Flowing in the breeze.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time.
The weather's great.
Thank you, Rebecca. With the Dex was a 50. Bree is getting ready. She's right behind us here. She's actually in the buggy. Her dad, Chad, is right. So Chad's in the blue, right there. That's Chad. Chad and Bree are both be racing the Avenger buggy today. So they're kind of doing double duty. They're both going to be doing some racing. They brought the Avenger out. They just switched to like a 582 or 502 big block. So that's there's Jake Pike walking up, or Jake Berkey.
That's Jake Berkey.
The Jake Berkey. So Jonathan Shepard says, "Where's the pool, bro?" That is what I am asking. Where is the pool? So yeah, it's a good time. The first, there's nothing really too treacherous in that first run.
That hill is tricky.
It is. You got to get kind of the right bounce going. I had to back up a few times more than I'd like to have, but that's, rear steer.
Okay.
Rear steer.
Fair steer.
Clark Mark, a 502. So
On the line.
we got the Crane-sponsored redneck rocket ship, Wes Keene. He used to run the Rat Rod buggy.
Yeah.
And he beat the heck out of that thing.
I bet it like a rented mule. Oh, look at him going 3-wheel motion.
Oh yeah. Making quick work of that corner, throwing some rear steer on there.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Look at the three-wheel motion.
Carrying that front wheel. Coming around. Again, this is going to be where rear steer really kind of pays off right here. Just if nothing else, that we don't have to back up.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can save a lot of time right there.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Is something dragging?
Yeah, well, it sounds like his tune is a little off, but
Oh man.
Jonathan Shepard, haha to me, yes. Yeah, this is an awesome course. It's a lot of fun. We got some turns, we got some hills, we got some jumps, we got some woods courses. That's a good stretch. It's a really good course and a fun course. It was fun. It's a fun course to drive in.
We don't have a walkie-talkie.
Hey, we need a radio.
Okay.
Daniel Heckley on the line here, and the smoked out buggy.
And Daniel Heckley, I'm just glad that he's in here.
Yeah. He's had a really lucky year. I mean,
he's going up slow down rock.
Had a pretty gnarly crash, and it didn't even phase him.
Yeah, no.
He said he was counting down the days to the next race. He showed up to an interview, and he said it was 51 days to the next race.
There you go. Oh, he's going to take the high line.
Gotta take that.
Oh, the very high line.
Oh!
Go, Daniel.
Oh, man. Looks like he might be stuck.
He likes to get out there towards his fans.
You can definitely hear him romping on it.
Yeah, Daniel said lines. I'll make my own lines.
Yeah. TC has not run yet.
Randall hasn't run yet either. That's Daniel Heckley on the line, who has just finished his run.
61446. Daniel Heckley, 61446.
Daniel Heckley with a 61.446.
That's a pretty quick time again. I see a lot in the 60s right there. A couple have dipped down in the 50s.
Yeah.
A couple in the 60s.
Some of them going cray.
Yeah.
On the 50 note.
Yeah. We think we're gonna break in the 40s?
I think so.
Bubba Bacon had a 50. Wes Keene had a 50.
Yeah.
I mean,
I see a few people down the list that if they're either going to break the 40s or they're going to break the machine.
Yeah, I have to agree. We'll see.
You choose which one you want.
And I think some of those guys are going to go full tilt this afternoon.
Oh, full tilt.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I know there's
like an old arcade game. Go full tilt.
Yep, full tilt.
Playing pinball.
We'll see how it rolls out.
I'm excited to see some of these Ford buggies.
It's going to be interesting. I know that we have a
couple of them at least.
A few of them. James Cantrell, our top three are. It looks like Wes Keene with a 50.250. Next would be Dex Browder with a 50.770, and Bubba Bacon is third with a 50.994. But I promise you, this Fordzilla machine on the line here.
Look at the Fordzilla.
He is definitely gonna try to put it down.
Pikes Peak.
He's definitely gonna try to put it down. And this is Jake Pike. He's sponsored by the Midwest Welding Institute. They teach welding there. They help pay his entry fee, so he said huge shout out to them. Thanks a lot for taking care of it.
Absolutely.
And last week we were super close to his hometown, so a bunch of his buddies all came out, and they're all welders, so they came out. And
this is. He makes small work of slow down rock.
Yeah.
He is not. This is not Jake from State Farm.
Yeah, let's see if he's gonna try to dirt track. He's gonna try to cut it hard and swing that back in around.
Oh, he got
it done.
How smooth!
There we go. That is a quick time.
I was talking with Jake earlier.
There we go. And he is going to blaze this top rail.
He's got it. Wow.
Coming in hot.
What
and hit a tree. Coming in and tag that tree. Uh-oh. 46.83.
He got it. Wow.
He didn't just break into the 40s. He bit mid-40s.
Yeah. He didn't knock on that door.
Yeah.
He kicked it in.
Anthony Alt was saying 45. Jake just put a 46 up there. We'll see if that can beat. I know Timmy's going to try to blaze that course, but we'll see how it pans out.
That is not Jake from State Farm.
I thought he would be. He looked a little slow at a couple points. Of course, he,
But no, the way he hit that corner with the rear steer, I was talking to him earlier. He was like, "That's the corner."
And
he's
this is
gonna
Bree.
hit.
This is Bree Motor. She's out there crushing it in the Avenger buggy. They got a brand new big block in there, and they got some rear steer action
They got
going
some
on.
rear steer going on. Yeah.
And Bree likes the rear steer.
Oh, she
does. She loves that rear steer. So we'll see if that can pick up some time there. There we go. Hit that big block.
Hold on, Bree. Hold on.
Oh!
Bree drives like a girl.
Yeah, but a very fast girl, nevertheless.
Yeah, she's fast.
A very fast.
Oh, yeah.
Again, using that rear steer to try to get lined up there. Obviously, hey, look at that. That's a smooth.
I think she pulled that out of the textbook.
That is about as smooth as you can get around that corner.
Man, that's in the rear steer 101.
It is. And again, I think she's trying to be somewhat easy on the buggy because her dad has to run in about 4 minutes behind her. So, trying to get set up there.
There goes Mad Ram.
Mad Ram run through. Again, she's going to try to make quick work of that straightaway. 71.931. Again, a very respectable time for Bree Molitor.
Yeah.
It looks like we got Larry Krogh coming to the line, maybe. Go Bree. Hashtag girl power. I like it.
Girl power.
Yep.
Oh,
Anthony Yaunt doing running an Ultra 4 car. He said he called it, and he did.
Larry
Krogh just ran he won our last race. He took first place in our last race. So
yes, he did.
We'll see how he's going to go.
I was visiting with him before the race. I was like, "Are we going to see another #1?" He was like, "No." He was being very modest, but
yeah. And I was teasing him a little bit about setting a fast time with the last one. He's like, "Well, I don't know. We'll see."
Yeah.
And he had all his family there. So what better time to win? And they were leaving right after that to go to vacation for like a week.
Gotta go.
I'm like, you got 40 of your family members here, and you're going to vacation. What better time to win first place?
Right, #1.
So yeah, number one, baby.
#1.
So
I think he's got what it takes.
Trey Moore said Larry Krogh's going to run a 43.
Oh, hey, you better not tell him that.
Oh, Rebecca Bacon. Rebecca Bacon hopped on here and said, "Matt, I don't mean to rub it in or anything, but she may have beat you."
Oh, yes,
did.
Rebecca,
she
that's
did.
perfect.
I will give her that.
Yes.
So she did. Larry's going to come up. He's going to try to make quick work of this turn here. He runs a 40-inch tire that's been grooved, so he runs a little bit smaller tire, but he also has a lighter cage than a lot of buggies. He's running a chromoly chassis.
Yeah.
So he's about 3,800 pounds. Most of the buggies are 4,500. So
yeah, it's smaller in stature, but it clearly can win. I'm thinking he did not want to do that to the first Larry.
He may have broke something.
I think he has broke up front.
Maybe nice.
Nah, he's having problems with his hydraulics.
He's having some steering issues?
I do believe he is. He's not turning like he wants to turn. I'm seeing the steering wheel.
And I think at this point he's trying to decide, do I take, now that I'm having some issues, do I take this line or?
He's already brought down his safety net.
Stinks. That's super unfortunate.
Yeah, it is.
Man, that stinks.
All right, we're gonna take a pause for the
and again, you can see him right there. Larry's hanging out, So.
Right there.
Sean, what's up, Sean? Mr. Reject Fab's out here repping today.
Hey, Sean, I thought you were here. Did I not see you here?
Yeah, you'd see that awesome wavy hair blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
So, Trey said he called him winning last time. It was pretty impressive.
Oh yeah.
And again, Krog was talking about trying to set a quick time in the last course.
Yeah.
And not say winning the season, just trying to win the day. But he ended up coming in third place at finals last year, and that was his first year ever in the Southern Racing Series. So you really have to give him a lot of credit for getting out there. So
he came on strong.
So yeah.
I don't even know what I put down for him.
DNF. Yep, DNF, and that's unfortunate. So
I don't like to write that.
I know it's not fun. Obviously, you want to set at least if you can't finish fast, you at least want to finish. That especially point wise. So again, Bree pulling in there. Got our buggies lined up side by side. You can see that amazing Warren winch sitting in the front of there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Got that new red spider rope on there, reflective.
That winch.
Oh yeah.
That winch. That winch is hiding behind me now.
So
that's one of your sponsors, ain't it?
It is.
Yeah.
So huge shout out to Warren Winch. Thanks to hook us up. We run the Xenon Platinum. It's a 10,000 pound winch, wirelessly controlled. You can also control LED lights and some other stuff with it.
What?
So it's pretty sweet winch. Unfortunately, we do have to use it occasionally. And for us, winch is like I always say, it's like insurance.
Yeah.
If you have to use your car insurance, things have not gone well.
Well, when I'm winching.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we do have to.
That's Clyde.
What's up, Clyde? Ow, ow! Wah! He's up there checking everything out, making sure everybody's out of the way, checking his cameras. Bree's out there fixing her hair. We did ad libs yesterday for the side by side drive. We zoomed in on Pole Wolf.
Yeah.
A couple of the guys did some ad libs. So.
What are these people right here saying?
Yeah. So Bree's like, oh my gosh, it was totally so crazy. I made that corner. Then we had to. I'd like to be a little bit faster. The fuel injection. Oh, and then I couldn't see, and we were just going bouncing all over the place, and it was great. Had a great run.
When I drove by the Miller's house, I saw that Rudy was outside, and she said she asked you how y'all were doing. I said, y'all doing fine?
Yeah.
Y'all doing great.
Her dad's like, hey, did you hit the jump? Did you jump
really?
there?
Did you ask them to get their sweet potato pie recipe? Oh, I forgot to ask them that.
And she's like, I missed it.
If I need to go back, I
buzzed right
can.
past it.
Yeah.
She's like, got her water bottle there, gonna hit, get a little splash and go.
I'm gonna put this water bottle almost in your mouth, and I want you. I'm gonna take it back.
Yeah. He's like, you need to wash your shield off, get it all done.
And then Clyde's like, I'm gonna stand right behind y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna order pizza.
He's been working out on those glutes, He's trying to do some work there. Look at him. He's stretching out. He's like, trying to pull muscle back there,
Is he Hans or is he Franz?
Yeah, you know what? 50-50 shot.
He's like, I work out.
They want to pump you up, So, good time. What's up, John Allen Campbell? Tuning in.
JAC.
Mr. Taz Buggy.
Miss watching you.
Taylor said she had to stay in there because she had to work. That's not very cool.
He made all of you stay, or just parts of you?
That's just rough. Sean Cross, what is up? I just seen him tuning in.
Sean Cross?
Heck yeah. What's up, Sean? He's out doing the Death Wish Challenge or whatever. Out there with his, he's actually running a Ford car. He's a diehard Ford guy, so he's running a Ford Crown Vic with some 60-inch tires in the back with a 5-ton military axle.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. You want to go for a Sunday drive, you always hop in the truck with the Ford with a 60-inch tire and a military axle.
So did he lift it or did he cut the body out of the way? Or did he do both?
It doesn't look like there's much lift on there.
It looks good.
I think he's like, I'm going to keep it low center of gravity. Let's just, He said, I own a Sawzall. We can take care of this,
It looks factory.
It does.
Looks factory.
So
we can keep going. They will shut it down and we will not race if we are not in our place.
So what we're going to do is Sam wants to run through the top 5. Jake Pike just set a blistering fast 46-second run. Second is Wes Keene with a 50.250. It looks like third place is Dex Browder with a 50.770. And Bubba Bacon is fourth with a 50.994. That's our next would be a 56, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, Ringer.
Adam Ringer. Mr. Straight out the gate, in a 56 second. So they had Sean Cross said the old grocery getter.
The old grocery getter.
Yeah.
How many bags of groceries can you sit in that back seat?
Yeah. I wanted. Yeah. How many grocery getters have 60-inch like mud terrains on the back? You know, like
Not many.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from South Alabama, so
but there's pretty common.
yeah.
You know?
I know my grandmother's her driveway. You had to have 60-inch cut boggers just to get in and out of it.
Yeah. Sean said it looks factory. And then Sean Cross said minor lift, major cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up in South Alabama where you didn't get new clothes for back to school. You got new boggers.
Yeah, new
for back to school.
Yeah, upgrade, freshen up those snow
Right,
chains.
yeah.
You know,
You ain't gonna show up first day of school with
Yeah.
some old boggers.
Yep.
Ain't gonna happen.
Sean Cross said all of them. All of them.
All of them.
Yep, all of them. So that's pretty awesome. Again, you guys can hop on YouTube and check that out. It's a pretty good. It's a pretty interesting watch. So definitely hop on there.
If it does not have a yellow band, then you're in the wrong spot. If it does,
Jonathan
give
Wright.
yourself a pat on the back. Good job.
Jonathan Wright there.
Hey, Jonathan Wright's at the top of the hill.
And Mr. Black Dog Photography is up there, out there hanging out.
There's Daniel Heckley behind us.
He
I
is.
wonder if we could get him in here to say a few words. Say a few words to
We
us.
will. So, real quick, talk about our recovery so far. Your back's still feeling good, arms doing good.
Yo, everything's doing fine. I'm back 100% if you ask me.
I don't know if you saw your run on the replay, but you had a heck of a run going, and at
Yeah.
one point you were carrying the front wheel over the jump. So
Yeah.
I would say you're 100%.
Yeah,
is that
I'm
is that a
good.
fair assessment?
Yep, I'm doing pretty good, and I'm happy to be back in my buggy. And I tried to take a different line, and I went a little too far over on the other side. If I wouldn't have went a little too far, I'd have laid down a heck of a time. But
It was.
it was a chance I took, and I think a few more guys are going to take that line. Larry just tried, and he hit a rock or something right before him, broke something. So I think a few more guys are going to hit that line, that's for sure, because that's a lot faster run, I think.
I think so too, and we were very surprised at how stable the buggy was, even after you were coming out.
Yeah.
Obviously, being the first guy to go, as Tim Cameron always says, you got to let him knock the dust off. So,
Yeah.
being the guinea pig that goes through it, everybody kind of gets close and watches.
Yeah.
And when I came around, Timmy was standing at the top, kind of peering through the woods. You know, so
Yeah.
we know.
I told them guys from the beginning, I said, I think this is going to be the line right here, and I think if I can get it and make it without rolling over, but it was a chance I was going to take, and I went a little too far over and overshot it a little bit, but I think still, I still got it and finished the course. So
And there was some huge holes over there, and some huge stumps kind of bobbing around. How'd you navigate those?
I don't know, I just gave her gas.
At one
And
point,
it worked out.
At one point, when you backed up a little bit,
Yeah.
you romped it down. All you could see was a cloud of dust on the camera. I was like, well,
Well,
all right.
I'll tell you what, it went up, and that tree that was over there on the other side, it saved me from going back down.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. So
Trees are a good thing.
Once I hit that tree, I knew to get in the gas.
Yeah.
I was going over. So
I couldn't figure out if you were going over there to sign autographs or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
trying. Yeah.
Take a break, you know.
Yeah, I was like, is he headed over there to the fans? Why is he going over there? But then I saw both your hands leave the steering wheel and went into the praying
Yeah.
motion, and then you went right out after
Yeah.
That's exactly how it went. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
So.
Appreciate you coming
All
on
right,
and talking to
guys.
us, and good luck on the second
Thank you.
run.
Thank you, Daniel.
So again, we'll get.
That's a good
looks
guy.
like-
Look, we got
looks
Bree.
like
She's
Bree's
chomping
out of the
at-
buggy there.
She's coming out of the bullpen. Somebody
Yeah.
smells great.
I know.
Who
I
is
know.
that smells so good?
Maybe Daniel.
Was it Daniel?
Maybe. I say he
Man.
smelled very, very good.
It's like a conditioner smell.
Yeah.
Something I know nothing about because I don't have any hair.
Yeah. You have some.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's on
Look
my
at
back.
Bree. All right, what's up?
Hey, Bree.
So we have good news and we have bad news.
I sucked.
No.
You did have a
Oh.
little bit of a bobble,
It
but
was terrible.
you still did beat me by about 6
Oh.
seconds, which Rebecca Bacon made sure everyone on the live feed knew. So
That
she
was
wanted to point that
terrible.
out.
Yeah.
I am not proud of that.
So
run.
rear steer looks like rear steer gave you some issues coming up around the corner.
It saved me a couple times.
Yeah.
It didn't cause
Listen.
me problems coming out of it.
On the main turn, you did it better than anybody else so far.
I think you had the smoothest where that big rock is. I think you
Rear
had the
steer
smoothest
101
turnaround
around that
time.
turn.
Yeah, this. What gave me problems was the dang jump. I shouldn't have.
Yes.
I'm-
Yes.
Up over that, and it sure felt like I was all up in my right front tire. I don't know what it looked like,
You aired it out pretty good.
and then I was facing right towards the trees, rear steered out of that, facing right towards the rock. Probably gave Charles Chris a heart attack up there, and had to back up and get around that. The rest of it was fine. But.
Yeah, and again, like I said, that kind of gauntlet you go through the rocks. Your time, I think, was probably one of the smoothest and fastest. You hooked around it like a pro, and obviously
it didn't feel very smooth or fast. It felt like a whole lot of bouncing around, which is one thing. Unless you're in the buggy, you will never understand when you're just watching. And I can say that as someone who both watches and
races,
drives that. And even watching the GoPro footage is not the same. You're in there, your head's bobbing around. I was fighting to keep both hands on the steering wheel coming up the hill over there. It doesn't look like much.
It doesn't.
But it looks so smooth on video. Oh, yeah.
And how'd the buggy feel?
I was like, oh, there's a tree. Let's go this. I'm just like, it's all over the place. The buggy was great. I haven't had logged any good solid seat time with the big block
With the
yet.
big block, yep.
We've played around with it, but it makes a big difference because I felt like I was just all or nothing coming up that hill. It was
Yeah, 502 cubic inch big block definitely helps.
There's no medium. It's on or off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to just play on this track for a while and just have fun. Once your nerves are going and your adrenaline's going, that changes everything too. So
it does.
But it was fun. Yeah, and we get a second chance at it later. Dad still gets to go. I told him do not bother with that jump right there.
Yeah.
So
I said the same thing. I said, well, and also she's probably going a little bit cautious because her dad has to race this course, and then you both have to race the second course. So
it's got to go 3 more times.
This is one of 4 passes this buggy has to make today, so we want to keep it together. So
I came into the first tabletop a little sideways after having had to correct out of my steering around the corner up there and near that tree, and that just had me. I decided to go for it and gas it anyway and come over that jump. But I think it's already changing.
I think so too.
Just the beginning of this morning, so it landed definitely more
little
wonky
different
than I thought it would. And plus, you're trying to turn as soon as you land.
Yes.
And trying to aim between 2 trees and a rock, not just like a easy highway over there. So anyway, it was fun. It's not what I had in mind, but any day racing's a good day in the buggy.
I agree.
Time and it's just fun being out here.
Nothing broke. The buggy's still 100%. So.
And now I'm going to go reward myself with something highly caffeinated.
Yes.
Chocolate. And I'll be right back.
Well, you hurry back and take this microphone from me. Russell Brown says there's some time left.
Yeah.
That Jake Pike left some time on the table. I believe that too.
Yeah. Here we go.
Watch it work.
This is.
Is this Ryan Boyd?
This is Ryan Boyd and his new buggy.
He's got plenty of sponsorship places.
And obviously, he's raced this a few races now, and he's really enjoying it.
Yeah. Look at that.
Sounds pretty healthy coming through.
It sounds smooth.
Again, I think he likes it. I asked him what he would change.
Look at that rear steer.
And he loves his rear steer. Getting on it.
Is it Mickey Thompson's? He just digging it out. He seems to go pretty smooth up.
And those Mickey Thompson tires are super soft.
Oh, yeah.
Got it. Oh, again, getting over there, breaking the beam, and then you can make that corner. Thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I was showing love, I tell you, the Bacon family. The Bacon family shows me no love. They do not cut me any slack whatsoever. Yeah.
Good job. Good run.
Little Tim said he'd come and do an interview with me if I hit the big jump later.
What was it again?
58756.
58756.
58756.
58.756.
Again, a great time.
That was great for Ryan. Jonathan Andrews.
Brian Bebo Watts. No, he is not. Scott Goforth has not run yet. He will be here in a little bit.
I've only seen him race a couple of times, but he'll let her hang out. We'll see how he does today.
I don't have John Andrews on here. There he is.
Yeah. He runs just the Southern Series.
He is just a Southern Rock Racing Series.
He only does the Southern Series of the National Rock Racing Association.
And he is from the land of Nick Saban. He's from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
I love that you said he's the land of Nick Saban.
The land of Nick Saban.
Great looking buggy. He gets out and bangs around with it a little bit. So Eagle Eye Productions tuning in. They do some of our drone footage sometimes.
Look at that air out there. Oh, hey, he aired out the wrong jump. Mash your motor. He's a mash your motor.
Good looking chassis there.
Yeah.
Got some RCV axles in there.
His sponsor is Elite Off-Road and Performance out of Birmingham, Alabama. Technically out of Chelsea, Alabama.
Yeah.
But
They rep Birmingham though.
absolutely. If you're in the Central Alabama market,
I say it wasn't too far a drive for those guys then.
no, they are set up. They have camp and they have everything set up here. But I use Elite Off-Road and Performance myself. It's a great place to shop.
Yeah.
And they do a lot for John Andrews. And you're
That's a 67, 366, 67,
67.
Andrews, not too shabby.
What was it?
37366.
67366.
all right. 67.3.
Oh, Rebecca, it's all good. The Bacon family helps out a lot around this sport. They bring Keith with them that helps tote off most of us each race, or bring the parts back of our buggy. So
Yeah.
the Bacon family shows a lot of love. I've come over and wandered in their tent and had supper with them many times. This is Sparky up here at S-Class.
Yeah, and your eyes do not deceive you. That is a Mercedes.
That is a Mercedes grill there. Show
Grill.
some love.
You
Yeah. Yeah,
got
oh,
it. That buggy was built in Spider Off-Road.
Yep.
Lots of Mercedes.
Again, Sparky's going to run he has rear steer as well. Rear steer, so he's going to try to use that and get some shave some time. Make quick work of these corners, especially that bottom one down there. Going to try to kind of line up, and again, right here, rear steer really helps right there.
He's got, yeah.
I mean,
How about
there
that?
you go. There we go.
He's walking it like a spider.
Yep. Get bounce up there.
Go, Sparky, what are you doing? Go.
Yep.
Might need to have to call that buggy the Justin Timberlake buggy.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to bring sexy back.
Bring the sexy back there. Gonna make a quick work of the course.
What do we have for Sparky?
There we go.
That's a 63.002.
63.002.
Yep.
Check him out.
And Brian Bebo Watts, he helps manage some of the. He's one of the moderators on the Bouncer Life group, the Facebook Life group.
Yeah.
And it's a great place if you want to know about rock bouncing. If you want to learn about rock bouncing, it's a great place to go.
What's up, Bebo?
Talk about it. And they always show a ton of love. They help out guys if you have any questions. It's a great place to answer, to talk about anything bouncer related. How if you want to start getting into a series, if you want to team up as a team. TC has not run yet. He will be here shortly. And again, the thing I like about some of the Bouncer Life group is I started off as a race team. My very first year, me, Sean Cross, and my brother Nate Holt put a race team together, raced the Joe Dirt Buggy, had a blast, had a lot of fun, got us in the sport. Sean Cross was nice enough to team up with us. He wasn't going to be able to make all the races, and we weren't going to be able to make all the races, so we put a team together. So if you're wanting to do this, definitely a great way to get into it. We got Bobby Tanner coming up. He's not in the normal Screamin' Blue rig. He is in Showgirl.
He's in a rig that's been around pretty
Yes.
much just as long as
Yeah.
Screamin' Blue.
He's in Showgirl, which is
Showgirl.
Adam Ringer's rig.
She's going to be a fast girl today. I
It
bet.
will be. And obviously, Bobby is...
She's gonna be a flying girl.
Yeah. Bobby's no slouch, so... Coming out and doing some jumping.
Bobby's practicing for that run.
He is. He was practicing. Again, there's some rear steer going on as well. So look at Bobby slinging it around. There we go.
Bobby rolled out his rear.
Oh, he did.
Wow.
Okay.
He did.
Wow. It wasn't smooth and free, but
It wasn't. I think you had your whip around that corner. I think was the smoothest that we've seen
Well,
yet.
that's probably the only smooth thing I did out there today. But thank you.
It was. We were discussing how smooth that was. Oh, Bobby, coming in hot.
58250,
And Rebecca Bacon.
58250 for Bobby Tanner.
58250 Bobby Tanner.
Rebecca Bacon had no problem pointing out it was 8 seconds faster than my run. She said, "Oh, it's 8 seconds, Matt." Just to clarify.
It's not like we've had the 2 slowest runs so far or anything, Matt.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's okay.
It's all right.
It ain't over yet.
It ain't over. Hey, I beat Larry Crow. He DNF, so I already got one guy beat.
Well, yeah. That's
So-
wait, what Larry do? I missed it.
He rolled. All right, he broke something in the steering, I think.
I think I was sitting down
Yeah.
below and I couldn't see.
I don't know if you guys can see that green poking through the screen, but this is TC, Mr. Tim Cameron on the line.
See what he's got today.
Clock is hot. Here we go. Hit that big rock. Again, making quick work of the corners.
Wow, that was loud.
His buggy is so quiet at idle and so loud when he's in the throttle. There we go.
That was pretty. Oh! Still looking good. Looking smooth.
We'll see. Is that fast enough to knock?
He is moving.
Ooh. That is your new leader.
3.327, y'all. That is the new fastest time for
That is your new leader.
37.
Jake Pike at second with a 46 second, and then third is 50.25 with Wes Keene. So that is your 3 fastest times so far of the day. 43 seconds. Woo! But again, we do have about a third of the racers to go.
Did Randall didn't go yet? All right.
No, Randall Key is not gone yet.
Oh, he was.
He's number 13. He's
going
number
last.
13.
Okay.
I believe this is what, Danny Smith on the line here?
Yep, should be.
Okay, Danny Smith on the line. He's got a brand new chassis. He did break it in a little bit last week. Came out the 2 weeks ago, Southern Rock Racing Series race and Dirty Turtle Off-Road Park, and kind of broke it in a little bit. So, got it out.
Is that the Danny Smith on the line?
Yes, the Danny Smith.
Yes, it is. In Liberty 2, or Liberty's Second Amendment, as I like to call it. He's Danny Smith.
He's going to try to smoke this. Again, like you said earlier, he's not trying to win the season. He's just trying to win today.
That is what I should have done on that jump.
Yeah, it was again that corner.
Nice.
That was. I still think you had probably one of the smoothest corners right there.
Why, thank you, man.
Again, Danny Smith trying to make quick work of that rock section. Up out the top, now down the trail.
Fast time, looks like.
I think our camera guy might have just gotten pelted.
46.413.
Uh-oh.
46.413. That's good enough for second place right now.
Second place.
That means Jake Pike with a 46.8 just got moved down to
Nudged
third
off
currently.
Jake Pike just barely.
That was Reject Fab Buggy, too. They seem to have a whole bunch of them out here representing the state of Alabama.
Yep, showing some love to the Reject Fab. I think it's Cash coming up.
Looks like it.
I think that's Cash LaCroix on the line.
All right, Harold, pay attention now. We got Cash LaCroix on the line.
And I know they did some tuning work late Thursday night. They went and did a bunch of tuning. And I also heard that the throttle stop came off, so we will see. Clock hot.
Hey, look at there. Oh, Cash Money LaCroix putting in hot. Y'all know that 11-year-old boy can drive? Come on, Cash Money.
How did I look on that corner? Did I look kind
Oh, you looked okay. Yeah, you looked okay. Again, having to come back up a little bit there.
Oh, Cash Money's from the great state of
Get it,
Alabama,
Cash.
so he should be used to the terrain.
Oh!
Stop there.
Oh, got hung up on
That
rock.
is getting dug out.
Come on, Cash.
That stuff's not going anywhere either. This is
Oh!
no.
Little bit of tree, not a big
Okay,
deal.
guys, this is exactly what I was talking
Yes.
about when I said unless you've been inside
Yes.
the vehicle,
There you go,
you don't
there you go.
understand just exactly how much it throws you around going up a hill like that. Come on, on, Cash. Finish strong, buddy. There it is.
There we go. It's a
66.250, 66.250.
66.250, not bad.
For Cash Money LaCroix. Good run right there. Like I said,
well, there goes that idea. Yeah, doing well.
Gary Ann, we miss you too. How is the beach?
Copy that, of course, it's cold.
What's happening?
Fixing some banners or something.
Oh yeah, he's got
I knocked out some stuff.
Jack attack on my line.
Jack Attack. Look, I'm gonna
Jack
need to
Porter
start
sitting
getting
out
some
there.
royalties for all these names.
I know, right?
Pretty soon.
I tell you. Hashtag Jack Attack.
Man, it feels so good out
It does.
Probably feel better if I ditched this fire.
I seen Shane walking by us back there. Looks like there are a few of them down there working on Larry Krog's buggy. I don't know if they're going to be able to get it fixed or not. So, again. So. Yeah, Cash obviously is going to do great. So he's going to rock it out.
Not great, but there you go, Bree.
There you go. That's a good crowd
I
shot.
always like to try and get a little crowd shot in there somehow.
Yeah, you can see how
Just to
like
show
packed
you
the
guys.
people are.
Oh, good. Hey, how about this one? This is nice.
Oh, there's a
Yeah.
quality shot right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you can definitely tell how packed the crowd is inside there. Obviously, you can see the rock bouncers all lined up on the edge. That's mainly for the crowd protection.
Got a nice barricade.
So if somebody does roll over or take a bad bounce, they can land on top of a rock bouncer, which unfortunately might hurt the rock bouncer, but it's way better than landing on a
Better than
person.
hurting a person.
So, and usually, I don't think they don't, especially if you land with tires first, it usually doesn't scratch them up too much. So,
Nothing worse than we do ourselves.
yeah. I see Chad back there climbing in. He's getting ready to try to go up there and
Hey, Pops. Pops.
back there.
Dad.
Time for a little Venom racing. Got
Jack Attack,
Porter on
y'all.
the
It's about to
line.
go down on this hill.
Racing the
Let's go,
Venom
Jack.
buggy. I wonder if the Venom buggy has a Venom shifter in it.
Sure.
It does?
It should.
All right.
It better.
Got the Mickey Thompsons up front. Again, he basically reworked this entire chassis all season.
He shot that corner a little wide. He kind of skated across that first big
He-
rock,
what-
and it pushed him a little too far.
He's got a new motor with a lot of horsepower, and I think he's trying to use the horsepower, I
Still
think.
coming in hot.
Oh,
That little jump, if you will,
Yeah.
has definitely changed.
again, he's trying to take that top line.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. I think if you take it easy, I think you'll be okay.
Go, go, go.
Oh!
See it right there, brother. That's the cut.
That's going to be a quick time.
Woo! Here
Jack's
we go,
more of a
slow.
daredevil than
I am.
than I ever really realized he
I'm going to
was.
say it's going to put him in the top 10.
All right.
We'll see.
60595.
Ooh.
60595.
60595.
60595 for Jack Porter.
All right, our top three currently is still Tim Cameron with a 43, followed by
That line turned out to be pretty quick.
It did.
Danny Smith with a 46.4, Jake Pike with a 46.8.
And we were kind of talking. If you slow up, I think you're okay. If you try to take it fast, I think you'd have a it could be pretty catastrophic. So being able to take that line pretty quick, I think is going to pay off.
Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Yeah, it looks like it's sprinkling again out here. So looks like it's hopefully just knocked down the dust.
Hey, my helmet.
Hey, good
What's
times.
it doing there?
So again, like I said, hopefully some of the rain will knock down the dust. That'll work. So what's up, Jamie Marr? Thanks for the stars.
Aw, thanks, Brett. Appreciate it.
Yes, it's a
I'm
good time.
just too competitive. You know.
It is, and again, it's always interesting. It's always different when you're in the buggy, bouncing around, and like earlier we talked about, Mike Tyson famously saying everybody's got a plan until they get hit in the face,
Yeah.
So once you start bouncing around, things change, and
You're in there trying to keep both hands on the steering wheel.
it's like a car crash. You just try to do the best you can, and
for the shifter,
yeah.
reaching for the rear steer
Yeah.
joystick. There's a lot going on.
got Matt Schuessler up here. in bad influence.
Okay, I'm gonna cover my ears for this one.
Yes, and Matt is a bad influence for those of you who have ever went out riding with him.
Can I put my helmet on right now?
Again, running the rear steer, gonna try to make quick work of it. Oh!
We got a new line. He said, why would I go around that rock when I can just go over it?
Our poor cameramen right now are getting pelted.
Oh yeah, they didn't like that.
I just can't see.
That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy.
524, 54.524.
That's a 54.424, 54.424. Schuessler.
54.524.
All right, 54.524 from Matt Schisler. Not bad, not bad. And he went out and trailblazed a new line straight up over that
He
rock
did.
slab.
Ryan Boyd took that same exact line last year and just launched it off of it. He just as we called monster trucking it, just launched over that, landed way up there, and it had a pretty decent time. So we'll see how that plays out. Again, a 54 is a pretty quick time. So
Our fastest time so far is Tim Cameron with a 43.3.
what's up,
I
Ed?
don't know if it's going to get a whole lot faster than that.
Ed from PTC Transmission tuning in. Shout out to Ed. Hope you get a quick recovery, buddy. I know he'd normally be here, but he's getting.
Yeah, man, we're missing you. We
I
hope
know.
you get well real quick.
I
All
see.
right, I'm not going to complain about the weather because I love the temperature today.
It is.
But there is some weird, like, bipolar. First it's cloudy, then it's sprinkling,
Yeah.
now it's sunny again. It's windy.
Wednesday, it was 90% chance for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's not
Shut up,
storming.
Yeah.
This is pretty nice
And,
right now.
and I'm okay with a little sprinkle here. Knocks the dust down. It works out really well for us. So I see Sam Carter up there. Looks like Bacon. We got a Bacon over there. Little Tim Bacon. Well, and once we start racing, Brandon Davis is on the line.
Copy course clear. Brandon Davis on the line.
Okay, we got Brandon Davis on the line. Davis.
Good to hear, Ed. Good to hear.
And a little buggy called Hell Bent. Built by a small child named Timmy Cameron.
Again,
Zach.
Brandon Davis, the other half
I
of.
don't even want to know what Zach said while I was driving up there.
He did. You were out there romping on it.
Did he?
He didn't really
he
talk
behave
trash.
himself?
He did. Eric Hagan said you drive really great for a girl. So.
He did. Eric, someday you can get in a buggy and show me how it's done.
Yeah. Brandon Davis, Team Cheryl. So, Brandon Davis Racing out there. Again, he was in a side-by-side yesterday, so.
Nice.
Again, trying to maneuver that corner. There we go.
That stump is
That-
definitely
yeah.
getting taller.
Starting to get a little hung out there. That's going to be a quick time.
I wish that I had had a GoPro on the dash just to see how much you were rocking and rolling around in there, you know, trying
Yeah.
to hang on to the steering wheel. I was getting mad too, so I'm sure my face
Yeah.
was probably pretty funny.
50.231,
50.231 for Brandon Davis. That is about a fourth place time right now, I believe. Currently, Tim Cameron still in the lead for Hill 1 with a 43.3, followed by Danny Smith with a 46.4, Jake Pike with a 46.8,
Got a little Tim Bacon on the line here.
and I believe now Brandon Davis with a 50.231, and then Wes Keene with a 50.250.
All right, course is clear. Here comes Timothy Bacon.
These guys don't make it easy. You can tell all these times apart at a glance.
Yes.
They're so
And it's
close.
getting really close together, so.
All right, we got little Tim Bacon out there.
Trying to make quick work of this corner here. Again, kind of size up that corner. Hold a little bit. See if he can't swing that rear end around. There we go. That's going to be a quick time. Make quick work of that hill. Carrying the front end a little bit for style points, you know.
Gotta have that. That's a good run.
50.367.
Ooh.
50.367.
Man.
So close, but not enough to edge out Brandon Davis.
About to be a riot. I hear Steven Rogers and the Unloyal Buggy on the line is going to be our next contestant.
Yeah. My OtterBox. I take it home sometimes. There's like dirt in the corners. Like.
Yeah.
Steven Rogers is your 2020 King of Hammers Shootout champion. He had to wrap up the award ceremony early so he could hurry up and get back to school because he said I already missed too many days this year. So here we go, and he's an Unloyal.
Steven also raced in our UTV Cup Series class yesterday.
He reused his sister's buggy that's neon pink, so it was kind of hard to miss him, you know.
Oh! Quick recovery on that, though.
Uh-oh. Taking that bonus line. Oh!
Wait.
There we go.
Back up.
Oh, man. That stinks.
Alright, that is exactly
That was
why.
awesome.
Yeah.
My dad and I were looking at that line. We're like, look at this up close and personal.
He's already climbing out. He's like, hey, guys.
Taking that chance.
There we go.
Cost a lot of money.
Danny
He goes right
there with
his
him.
wallet, screaming in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would have been so awesome if he'd landed.
Yeah, I know. He did.
I know he did.
He's so frustrated, I'm sure. And obviously, we knew there was going to be guys that take that bonus line.
Yeah.
And I figured there was at least one of them going to drop off there. And at the end, it's such an off-camber hill. There's so many bounces.
It's a super tricky spot. You can't see it from this camera angle on this side, but it's basically a. I would say.
Yes. I would say.
Bank. Just
yes.
From here to the table. Just drop off, which you obviously saw. His back tire just went in there. And then,
yeah, several foot ledge on there. And then you have, obviously tons of tree roots and tree stumps and bumps to hit there. So, yeah.
Hi. No.
What's up, buddy? Hey.
$5 per.
Oh, yeah, we should start charging. No, you did really well. I think you're at second.
You barely beat me.
Yes.
Barely beat me.
You are in second currently.
Second place.
Me and Timmy,
Timmy
the
got
only
ya.
two in the 40s.
Timmy got you.
No, Jake Pike had
Okay,
a
I see Pike.
46.8. You had a 46.4.
And we got a bunch in the 50s, like 50 point something.
Hey, Pike, little block put it on you.
Little block.
Put it on
Oh!
Little block.
Not much.
Like 0.4.
It's that Chevy power, buddy.
Oh.
Look, he's like, whatever. Yeah. Again, I see a bunch of them sitting on Larry Krog's rig right there. I guess it's behind Bree. So, again, I don't know if he's out for the day.
Right now,
Danny and Jake is right behind him.
So TC with a 43.3 in first, Danny Smith with a 46.4 in second, then Jake Pike with a 46.8. And then Brandon Davis with a 50.2. And then Lil Tim Bacon with a 50.3. That's our top 5 currently.
What's up, Jack?
Hi.
You had a smoking quick run there.
I beat $5.
You had a smoking run.
Yeah, if I could turn.
Yeah. You had a really quick time. You took that little bonus line there and bobbled right through it.
Yep, and look
You
at
did the best taking that middle section.
And obviously, judging by what's on our screen now, you can see that it could have not paid off well. But luckily for you, it
went a little too hot.
You eased
Yeah.
down in there.
Yeah.
A little.
and we kind of talked about it a little bit
He could
before.
have stayed a little higher up on that tree too.
We kind of talked before, me and Timmy and Jake, and said if you came in and kind of crawled it around, you think you'd be fine, kind of like you did.
Yeah.
Whereas if you come in hot, It could be catastrophic.
Definitely a hole, and then you just had to,
Yeah.
I guess, feel what your buggy is doing. I mean, it leans hard to the left, and you just keep going.
Yeah.
Leans hard to the left, you turn to the right. And I beat Bree.
And how'd the bounces feel coming through there?
Feels good. My suspension works awesome. I
Yeah?
just can't turn yet. We're going to figure the turning situation out.
So the chassis...
Turning and power and a little bit of soft suspension.
Yeah, I say, so the chassis changes you made, you're really happy with right now?
So far, yeah.
I know you cut the buggy basically back in half and redid the entire thing.
Yep. And we're probably going to see how strong it is on the next hill.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I told everybody what you have planned.
Yeah. It might work, might
I bet
not.
I'll beat you on hill too.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I think my serious lack of seat time for the last, all of this year is showing a little today.
Yeah.
I forgot to fill up my talent tank.
Yeah.
I did hit the rock coming into the big rock, and I thought I had a flat the whole way through.
Yeah?
Because I thought that's what was the problem with turning. But
The first line of rocks or the big rock?
no, the big rock right before the big rock. The rocks they piled. Yeah. I hit it a little harder than I thought it was going to hit.
Were people going around?
Some of them were.
Because we can't see that from here.
Yeah.
The trees.
There's a
and
few.
I just watched whoever was in front of me do it.
Yeah.
And they went straight over the middle. So
Yeah.
that's what I did. But I'm like, okay, there wasn't a flag over there. I should have just gone around them.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of did. It just hit on the right side a little harder than I wanted it to.
Good job, Jack.
Thank you. Hopefully next hill goes good.
You're going to make the highlight reel at least.
I got it right where I want it.
You can't manage the people 5 feet from you? I mean, come on, man.
Here.
I got it right where I want it.
You would. I'll do everybody else. You do the people that you can literally touch, okay?
What are those renegades doing over there? Y'all, it's crazy up in here. I was trying to figure out why I was so tired yesterday, Clyde, and Tiffany pointed out, she's like, well, this is your 3rd weekend in a row. Yeah, my 3rd weekend of putting up with all these shenanigans. That's what really takes the energy. Yeah, that too. Oh. Yeah, I'll let you do that, Bill.
Thank you. Hey, Bill, you go back up there. What do you want to fire? Yeah.
Dad!
It's over there somewhere.
Hang
Go
on.
back over and check this.
Again, getting
Check, make sure they're lined up.
getting Steven recovered here. Getting him flipped back over. Huge shout out to Keith Toolman. He takes really, really good care of us.
They said the wrong name on the radio. I heard Chad. Kale, obviously. Okay, they said Chad.
I got it recovered, Matt.
About did. Oh, yeah, last little flip over is that last part. Hey, shut your mouth. I got to regulate out here. It's okay. You know what? It's okay. No, take a load off. What?
You said you're getting regular out here?
You know what? Whatever it takes. So, how's it going out there? Dude, we get a little soggy a couple times.
Yeah, the back of my shirt looks like I got hit with a shotgun shell of dirt. Matt Schuessler, I do not know what he was doing, but he was not right when he landed, and he just roasted us. And, I mean, it hadn't been a problem all day with all the other drivers, but for some reason, where are you going, Matt?
Yeah. He
Still put up a decent time,
he
though.
likes the long skinny pedal there.
Yes. Yeah, still put up a really good time, though, so way to go, Matt.
Yeah, it looks like our we had some pretty smoking times. A ton of them in the 50s.
I like this. I mean, like I said, obviously 43 is our best, but
Yeah.
43 being our best, we
Look,
still got
50. We had probably 6 or 8 times, all in 50 point something.
Yes, there were
Like-
a lot of 50s.
Like
A lot of 60s.
50.9, 50.2, 50.6.
Yes.
So
Just almost to 80 right
Shut
here. The
up,
79,
shut up.
705.
I tell you.
Hey, but
Oh,
look at it this way.
Look at him rounding up.
You beat Steven Rogers.
And Larry Krogh.
Larry Krogh, yeah, he smoked a tree out there.
What he broke a steering arm or
what it is, he popped the whole ram out, broke the ram off the steering arm on the right side of the buggy.
So so probably not going to get that fixed.
He's not. No, unfortunately, that's not something we can buff out here. We're going to have to have a really strong compound to buff that out. And but yeah, unfortunately for him, we did transfer some steering rods around and some rams, so he's going to be able to drive it out and put it on the trailer.
Oh, that's handy.
So that's a win in itself.
Anytime you can load the rig on its own trailer, it's a good day.
Yeah, when you see the super buggies being carried by the track hose out, that's when you know you had fun.
Yeah, that's never a good thing. Yeah. So it looks like you're at the Steven Rogers flip back over.
Yay, they got the rubber side down on Steven Rogers. That's a win. He come in a little too hot. He tried to follow that Jack Porter line.
He did.
Which Jack executed. First one to do it was Daniel Heckley, but he worked it too far to the left and killed his time. And then we've had a couple other racers try it unsuccessfully, but Jack Porter absolutely smoked it.
He did. Came in and kind of bumped. What I liked about Jack is me and Jake Pike and Timmy were talking. You almost have to kind of come in and kind of bump it a couple times, almost like you're crawling it. And if you do that, I think you're okay. But if you come in real hot, there's so many divots there and big rocks that come up. I just don't think you'll have enough momentum to kind of bobble through it. And obviously, it's what happened to Steven Rogers. So, Bobby,
hey, let's bring in our celebrity right here.
Get over here, Bobby.
Buggy. Come here, Bobby Tanner.
Get over here.
What do you want to tell everybody?
So we had a couple people asking if Screaming Blue will be here, and I said, well, it's kind of got to be here in spirit, you know.
Yeah.
So what's up with Screaming Blue? Talk to me about it.
Got a motor up there on Little Tim's trailer right now.
Oh, so you got a new motor for it?
Yep. Ready.
So we got about 3 weeks roughly to get put in. Think you'll have it done?
Yep, hope so.
Okay.
Got to.
You got to?
I don't like it. I mean, I love it. I don't let me borrow his rig, but it's not like being in your own rig.
Yeah, I have to agree. You know, it's fun to hop out and have a little fun, you know, banging on somebody else's rig, but there's nothing like being in your own rig.
Exactly.
Well, there is no rig about Screaming Blue, too.
No
it's
kidding.
one thing about being in your own rig, and then it's another thing about being
Screaming Blue.
We've been driving it for over a decade and beating on it. So
and he'll still like podium every once in a while just for fun. Like, whatever.
I remember a time.
Yeah.
Shut up. Hey, you know what? Nobody Googles the winner, okay? But Bobby Tanner, I guarantee you look it up. We got videos with how many millions of hits. And Screaming Blue's a legend.
We were just talking about Blue Holler last year, where you decided you wanted to shorten the wheelbase a little bit, you know?
That was very stupid.
An impromptu wheelbase shortening.
I always watch that video and wonder, why didn't he go over to the right 1 foot and smoke that hill?
Exactly. Why?
1 foot to the right, and he would have been legendary even more so.
Who was that in the Razor?
DC Thompson.
DC.
They went to the right.
Kind of carried him over.
Mine went to the left.
Yeah, you weren't holding your mouth right.
Yeah. It was pretty horrific crash.
Yep.
Yeah, yard sale.
Yard sale.
Yeah. I was like, broke like the axle housing in like 2 separate places. I mean, that was a gnarly crash.
Well, shortening the buggy only on the left side. That's where it went wrong. I've actually driven Screaming Blue, and when you mat it, the bottom right shock will bottom out.
Yeah.
The seat's made of platinum. Let's do it.
Oh, man.
Let's do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem with it.
Oh, I would hate to see that show. I'd have to keep one eye closed as I watched it, you know.
Ironically enough, my large self fits in Screaming Blue very well.
It's made for big boys.
It is yeah. I mean, there was an abundance of room. I had room for activities. And the visibility in that buggy is second to none. Because literally,
can we swap drivers during the race?
Let's do it. I'll do one.
Hey, you gotta go announce though.
Do what?
You gotta go announce though.
I'm riding with him.
Oh, okay. You got
Yeah,
shotgun.
you can ride with me. Yeah.
Hold your sodas in the passenger seat. You get done, crack. Keep a sandwich in one hand or whatever.
Honestly, I think that's the only buggy I'd feel comfortable borrowing because you can't drive it any harder than Bobby does on the regular.
You throw it down a hill.
Where the vest at?
In that box right over there.
Right.
Yeah, you throw it down a hill. You couldn't be any worse than Bobby driving it.
For those of y'all who don't know, if Bobby's grabbing a vest, that means we're getting close to Randall Key's run. And ever since Randall Key's been in the sport, and Bobby will be on the hill, not only coaching but helping, and the first man to him on recovery. That is a standard procedure, and we really appreciate everything they do between Bobby Tanner and the Danny Smith and all the other recovery crew. And it's amazing how they pull together. The family, the camaraderie here is awesome. Unreal and something to be proud of.
And I can barely drive my buggy without rear steer, and I have 2 arms and 2 legs. He drives his with 2 arms and rear steer. I'm like, how do you hit all those buttons? Like, you have so much going on.
He's a gamer.
Dude, for real, he must be. So it's I know we got 3 or 4 buggies left. Looks like. Looks like I got 3. Looks like
We got a few.
Steven Rogers had a DNF, unfortunately. Tried to take that little faster line there. We got Adam Kuntz, Chad,
I think Adam's
Shane
lined up, isn't
Christensen, and Scott Goforth.
Adam Kuntz
and Randall Keys.
in attendance.
Adam's over there, Dad's
Hey,
on deck, and
grab
we're
Jake Berkey
Shane
from around the
Scott.
corner there. Come here.
Jake.
Come here. I'm going to bring in, right on the
Yes.
line right now, we have Adam Coots, who's in the
He's in
Riot
what
buggy.
buggy is he in?
I believe it's the Riot.
Oh, the Riot buggy.
Any nostalgic
Hey.
feelings
It doesn't
coming
seem
back?
the same.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it brings back a lot of memories. I remember at this park doing a backflip and landing, and then being able to flip myself back over, start again, and still podium.
Yes, and that's not a bad day.
No, that's a good day.
If you can upright the buggy on its own, that's already a win,
Yes.
much less being able to podium.
Absolutely.
So-
I'm excited to hear it going. You
So-
can actually see better on the screen than behind us in person.
So I think Adam Kuntz is on the line or getting ready to pull the line.
Chad Richard bought it.
Yep.
And then I think he had he got the spotlight. Chad Richard bought it, and then whenever Daniel wrecked a couple weeks
Yep.
ago, he kind of got a little shell shocked, and Adam's going to pick it up and start racing.
All right, good. Yeah, it's
He's
great.
a wild man, so hopefully he'll live up to the name.
It is, and it's great to see it out running around. Like I said, it's and for the price, I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe he sold for that.
You couldn't buy the parts for that stinking thing.
No,
I mean,
you couldn't buy the parts for it. I know what's in that buggy.
Me too.
And
Me too.
It hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so wait, I spent this much
Yes.
and it sold
Yes.
for this much?
Yes.
Like, that hurt my feelings.
Yeah, you almost want to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You almost want to buy it back. You're just like, hey, I'll borrow it for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know, man. I'm telling you. Sometimes
Yeah.
you just got to hold on to stuff, I don't know.
It is. So we've had a couple of drivers. Anytime your name always pops up on our live feed, we always give you a shout out, and then we have 3 or 4 people ask questions about racing.
Yeah.
So are you retired from racing, or are we?
I'm not retired from racing. No, I absolutely want to come back, but my wallet is is not on the same
Yep.
page as me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a good job where I could just piss away money.
Yeah,
and
all
flip
day.
stuff on
Yeah.
the weekends,
Yeah.
cut tires. It was no
Yeah.
big deal, and now
Yeah.
I have to think about all the employees, and I have
Yes.
responsibilities, and I got to think
Yeah.
about everybody who's working for me and
Yeah.
stuff, and make sure they have a future.
That's a little different hindrance than just be like, we'll worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, when it's just you're
Yeah.
worrying about, you
Not
can
too
just,
bad.
Whatever happens,
Yeah.
I can eat ramen noodles and get by.
Yeah.
But my employees depend on me, and I
Yeah.
got to make sure I take care of them first.
And not just that, but all the people out there trying to buy busted knuckle parts want to make sure you have those in stock,
Right.
So they can get them as fast as possible, so we can come race.
Exactly.
So-
So if I'm out there and I'm blowing a bunch of money on
Yes.
racing, then I can't
Yes.
have the inventory.
Yes.
I can't get the parts. The whole business starts to fall
Which
apart.
we're very thankful for, because
Yeah.
we need those parts so we can fix our buggies.
That's right. Well, I like it when y'all buy parts from us to fix
Yes.
your buggies.
So it happens. It happens.
Let me scoot around here. I got my back's all twisted up here.
So yeah, we appreciate it. Like I said, anytime I know a lot of the racers call, you get hooked up with good deals. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we supply a lot of racers with a lot of parts, and
Yes.
there's a lot of racers out there who have sponsored parts
Yes.
that have failed, and we've fixed them.
Yes.
And we're on the hush hush, but a lot of
Yes.
our parts are in a lot of these buggies, and you don't even know about it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, well, it's more the campfire talk we hear about.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, well, where'd you get that? Well, it's I'll tell you later.
Awesome,
Yeah.
Well, let's see what this thing will do.
Says he loves your videos, Jake.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you guys are watching them. Our business model and everything is just to make people better off-roaders.
Yep.
And so the tech videos go hand in hand with that.
Yep.
We want to make people have a good experience off-road. Oh, man.
And he's off.
She still got it.
Yeah. Coming out the gate loud and proud there.
Oh, yeah.
Again, that
Golly.
that rear steer's a lot of fun. And I know that you are obviously very good at using it.
Coots is good, man. Look at that. He's smoking it. Come on. Keep it together. Oh, he's going to try that crate.
Try to take that
I
little.
will not do that. That buggy feels so unstable. Oh, get it.
Oh man!
Wait.
Oh, he still got it.
Come on!
That baby is so well built, it's trained.
He's living up to the
Yeah,
name.
yeah. That's some Jake stuff there.
That
Put it on the
is.
side, bring it back.
That buggy was always bad about that. Landing off camber,
Yeah.
it would take a little bit of a bounce
Yep.
and try to tip over.
And right there, you're super off camera anyway.
Super off
There's
camber.
several big holes there by tree roots or rocks, so
Absolutely.
you almost have to zoom up to it and then kind of crawl around that corner
Right.
to
And
be
I
able to
think
make it.
I'm pretty sure he has the rear steer.
5.815,
5.1, that's not bad.
Literally turned it on its side. That was some good driving from an awesome machine. Thank you, Adam, too.
I'm pretty sure he has the rear steer disabled right now because I have his new rear steer in the truck.
Okay, yeah,
So,
yeah. Why, it didn't look like he was using it very much there.
No,
so
I'm pretty sure it's disabled because
Okay.
he kept on throwing belts and having problems with it not centering.
Yeah, yep.
So we upgraded him to our electric rear steer kit. So
Okay.
hopefully he'll get that on the next race. He'll be able to use rear steer again.
Yeah, it's sandy. I know, especially a tight course like today.
You want to announce for your dad?
Got Chad Mulder here in
All
the
right.
Avenger buggy.
Hopefully, Dad represents for the
Looks like
Mulders
Chad
a little better
Mulder
than I
from
did
round number
today.
2 in the
Come on,
Avenger
Pops.
buggy. Y'all saw Bree up there lay down. By far the second fastest.
Move that big block.
Last time you beat him
today.
here.
Good job.
I did.
Chad,
Whoa, come on,
good
stay in
save.
Keep
it.
it together.
That's funny. This buggy usually only was
There you go. Again, I think he's practicing that lineup for later on today. That was like his test run.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Get it.
Oh, yeah.
Go, 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 go,
There
go,
we go.
go, go. Come on.
Again, there's a lot. There's so many holes there to kind of bounce off of.
That stump is
Yeah.
getting a lot taller down there
It
in
is.
base, too.
Several times that's hung up a couple buggies today. So, gonna make quick works to that little woods course there. Try to zoom across and get through there. Oh, coming in hot.
Did he make it past the steer?
Yeah, there's a timer. The timer's right next to that tree, and then over really far right.
50.39.
Another 50.
Not bad, not bad.
Pretty sure I just heard little gold rush action.
Yeah, that's getting ready to fire up. It's always great.
You're about to hear a lot of gold rush
Yeah,
action.
you never-
We usually
you-
have
I heard
to
him
cover our
start.
ears when
It's
he
so
goes
hard to
by.
tell when he's getting ready to run. That's it. Like the trailer's shaking, like
Listen,
cameras are vibrating.
Is
Like,
it just me, or is the Avenger so
Pick up the
quiet
small seals,
compared
man.
to everything else? No matter what, we used to have a cutout in there to make it louder. We got the big block now,
Looks
and
like
it's still
Gold
so
Rush.
quiet.
It is
Yeah.
quiet. Like West King's buggy is quiet like
It-
that.
it is.
Now.
I
They
think
put
it
that
reminds me of
Yeah.
Thanos, you know, because it's gold, like that gauntlet. It's got all the
and then we go from
upgrades,
having
all the
mufflers to
powers,
just basically zoomies.
Oh,
You know?
You should hear that thing in my shop.
Oh man.
When he's in the shop and he's
I
stabbing.
hope
Yeah.
you're wearing
Oh,
your
Oh, stuff flopping off the walls.
All right, Shane Christensen, y'all.
Of the threat he becomes.
Hey, my brother's watching. Hey, Park.
But on the reel, this buggy.
Yeah, it's just so hard to tell when he's running. You know, like, yeah. As if the entire park is like echoing, you know, like.
Meanest.
People miles away from here can
Yeah,
probably hear
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
You know, we got about
Again, come up.
20,000 horsepower to the ground.
Again, he's running the 40. He's running Dana 80s. Dana 80s.
Come on.
Radflo.
He's smooth. Keep it going.
Radflo Shocks. Obviously, he just painted his coilovers red this year, or the orangish color. And I love the orange kind of just pops off. It looks, it really makes the buggy pop. So making quick work.
He is throwing some
Yeah,
rocks.
don't know, that's a busted number. Maybe another Alabama company. Woo! Ho, Tide. Yeah, baby, come on, come on.
Sweet.
Nice.
See what the time is.
50735.
5-0. That's probably our 12th 5-0.
5-0-7-3-5.
5-0.
That means that Dad beat Shane. Sorry, I gotta give Pops credit there.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
The Avenger got gold rush, y'all.
So all we have is
Woo!
We have Go Forth and then
Randall.
He drew number 13, so he gets to choose whether he goes first, at 13th, or last.
Jake Berkey for president.
I don't know. That dig up too much stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they dig up too much.
Camera phones, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Those, they catch.
That was an earlier generation. Maybe.
Yes. Yeah, I feel bad for the presidents that are going to run 20 years from now. Like, it's not going to go well.
It
Like,
could be perfect, and they'll still try to
Yeah,
fix something
yeah,
up, or
yeah.
they'll just make
They'll just
something.
Yeah.
make it up.
Yeah, they'll just make it up.
They already do that.
this
Be
is.
president of something.
Looks like
Yeah.
it's time
Oh, yeah,
to
game.
work and prosper. Little Scott
Yeah,
Goforth.
yeah, there you go.
Jake Berkey.
Yeah, right.
She drives that rum runner buggy.
Got Scott Goforth here in the rum runner.
Brand new motor in it. Let's see what he does. Scott's been with us a long time.
Get him on
Having
there.
this races. He always brings a
We
lot
had
of
his
life to
son
the
Brock
party.
in here
He's
telling
I
us
got a zip tie, and there's a
talking with
yellow
us
bag.
yesterday about his new RC car. So
Hey,
he will be racing later today as well.
There we go.
I don't think so.
There we go. Again, he's got a big, bad motor in that puppy.
He just blew it a couple weekends ago.
Yeah. Well, you could see him go up the hill, and all of a sudden you see white smoke just shoot up the passenger side, and then it got real quiet. That's never a good thing.
That's not what you want.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to watch out for that stuff. Oh wait, we're not going up that.
Oh!
Back up!
Oh!
What the heck?
Hey, you wish we had that right buggy right
Is
now.
there must be something on the right side. Wait, let's
He
just, like, caught two bumps.
Yeah. Again, there's so many little rock cutouts, and there's a couple tree stumps there that if you catch one of those at bad bounce, it's, you know.
Yeah, and it's like the camera never.
It doesn't.
Those things are huge.
Yeah, that was unexpected. We're watching our Instagram.
Yes.
The rods bare.
That's so cool.
That's how they did it.
45 seconds behind. So we do have instant replay.
Yes.
When we
Look at
ask
that. It
why.
hits and then hits again, and it just.
Yeah.
That's what I look like. I just took a weird bounce and it just takes right over like that. Clyde, can we do instant replay on that? Turn that.
Maybe. I know. Clyde likes throwing that. You can see it reflecting off Jake's glasses.
I forgot I even had them on. It takes up like everything.
Yeah.
So you forget that you've got them on.
Yeah.
I'm walking to places all the time. People are like, oh, Jake with his glasses. I'm like,
You're one of those people.
Yeah.
Where's your sunglasses inside?
I'm that guy with the glasses on everywhere.
Clyde, can we do a replay on Scott?
Again, you can see Randall in the back.
Earl's in with the injury, so he's holding it in.
Is that Jake backing in? As if we all couldn't tell.
That thing's got
That's like idle. That's idle.
The Avengers in stealth mode.
It is.
That's
You
what
can
it
barely hear
is.
it. But Gold Rush is idling and everything is shaking.
Yes. Yes.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, your buggy's leaking
Last
something.
year,
Just a
last 2
little
years,
bit.
this
It'll be
trailer
fine.
took a beating on that.
I
It did.
remember,
It did.
I was like standing right here on the side, and somebody went up the hill, and it was just beating the crap.
We
out of
were
me.
ready
Yeah.
to bail out. We were
Yeah.
like,
It
Yeah.
was wild.
Do we need to run?
It was right here.
Well, I moved this way about 30 more feet.
And we talked about during the second course we might shut the door. Yeah, because there's somebody hits it and throws rocks this way.
Well, we
because
thought
people are
people
gonna
might
roll
be
right
throwing
there.
Yeah.
them this
And
way.
they're gonna try to recover it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be on the gas.
They're-
It's gonna be
See that rock
yeah.
down there?
Yeah.
Is there a rock over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Schisler threw that in
Yesterday
here
with the side by
You should be
side.
ashamed of yourself.
That
But
that was
I
with the
told him-
side by
I
side.
grew
Yeah.
out of that.
He had to come in and give us an interview because I told him he
Yeah.
threw a rock in the trailer. You owe us an interview. So we got the first interview we
Yeah.
had out of Matt in a while.
And it
That
was
a pretty wild run.
It was.
was.
I mean, he literally hit that
wild.
and did
Yeah.
a
The
complete.
sign was perfect for that run.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
The
He hit
ballerina
that. He hit
bouncer.
that back tire
Yeah.
just slung it around.
after
but
what he did at Bikini Bottoms and that.
Yeah.
That's his
Yeah.
name.
I said that's what I told. I said that's not even your best crash.
No.
Like, you know,
But it was a pretty good one.
it was. There was.
We went to that private property up there in Missouri.
Yeah.
His buddy's private property, and like no cameras, nothing happening.
Yep.
Everything like hanging out all day long, and it got dark. And Matt said, "I'm about to hit this hill
His alter
hard,"
ego came
and
out.
I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it before he even took off. I said, "He's about to wreck this buggy." He hit this jump so hard that when he hit it, he stabbed the gas and kind of let off, and it did a complete front flip in the
Really?
air without even touching the ground,
Oh.
and landed on the ground and blew the radiator and some
Oh.
other stuff. But
That sounds painful.
Matt after dark and that buggy is a
Yes.
bad combination.
I've seen him.
Matt after dark.
bad combination.
I have seen him several times
Yes.
wrecked
Sounds like
after
a really
dark.
sketchy
Yeah.
show. Matt after dark.
At Texas this year, he was kind of trying to come up, and this little rock ledge, he was trying to hit it really hard once, and it was like 10 or 12 of us all sitting around after dark again,
Yeah,
hanging out,
right.
goofing off, because that's such a long drive. A lot of people spend the night that night and then leave early the next morning, playing around again. Before he was done, he had broke something and had 3 flat tires.
Yeah, that's Matt. Like
And-
he doesn't have any give up.
No.
And it doesn't take long to set his fuse.
No.
So if he like hits his tires one time and he doesn't make it, it's Madden.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? I mean,
And in person,
it's really entertaining.
In person, he has the longest fuse in the world. He gets in a buggy, he's like, "Oh my God, bro!"
Like his
Like-
way of getting the aggression
Yes.
out, you know. I'm
Yes.
surprised that these axles are holding together. Honestly, like
he-
this was uncharted territory.
Yeah.
I mean, when we built these 2 buggies, the 15 and 1600 horsepower buggies, nobody was making anything close to that. So we come out and we're trying to like just engineer it as best we can.
And went with a unit bearing.
And their unit bearings, yeah, so we can run the big outers.
And I was
everything.
talking, Rhodes Diffs is building my front 14 bolt right now, and I called Timmy, and I was talking to Timmy and a couple of people. I was like, "Well, do you think it's going to hold up?" He said, "Well, Shane Christensen and Matt Schuster are both running the unit bearing."
Yeah.
He goes, "You think they hold hold up. I'm like, yeah,
They're not
yeah.
going to come apart.
Yeah,
You know who they
yeah.
are?
I'm not.
I took my milling machine and milled the whole back of it off to where I exposed the bearing, and then put it in a 40-ton press and got about 42 tons on it, and couldn't separate them.
Really?
They're not coming apart. Now they get a little play,
Yeah.
but they're not going to break.
It just the fact that those two drivers
Right.
held together.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you've ever seen Matt run, obviously Shane he has two speeds. He's on the gas or he's out of gas. There's
Right.
no in between.
There's no in between.
So,
that's right. And I was pretty happy.
He doesn't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And we had one ring and pinion failure out of Shane's where he broke a tooth, and it wasn't even like completely destroyed, but he broke, I think, 1 or 2 teeth on the ring gear. For 2 buggies to race 2 years and not have problems like that, that's amazing.
And again, both very high horsepower buggies,
Yeah.
and again, pretty hard drivers. I think
Absolutely.
Matt, is up there in the top crust of drivers who drive hard. Does
Very
not
hard.
care.
Yes.
He's gonna make it or he's gonna break it.
Absolutely.
There's no in between.
There's no other in between.
So
Yeah.
I think that's like kind of the best calling card you could have for any kind of part if you're testing a part. Like,
Yeah.
man.
And a lot of the products that we build are based off of the success of those 2 rigs.
Yes.
Like we've got the drive
All
shaft
right, good
kits called the
job,
Ultimate
Scott.
Drive
Y'all
Shaft
give
Kit.
him a hand.
If
That's
these
Scott.
guys
Let's
can't
give
break
him
it,
a vote
you're not
for
going to
time.
break it.
And that's
So we call it the
a
Ultimate
chromoly kit.
Yeah, it's a chromoly long spline.
So after
Exactly.
I sheared my drive shaft, actually the shaft of the drive shaft I sheared last race, and Timmy said, "Call Jake Berkey. He has a new kit out.
New kit out, it's totally legit.
He said it's a 1 7/8 shaft.
Yeah, exactly.
He said so it's bigger, it's chromoly, and he said
It's not going to break it.
So
the only thing you got to worry about is if you don't do the weld process right and having a weld crack.
yeah.
But you're just not going to shear
And
it
you
off.
guys fully TIG weld this as well
We
too.
TIG weld, we preheat, we TIG weld, we post heat. It's a long process, but that's what it takes to have quality parts.
So and obviously.
Their fan club is out.
Yeah, so and obviously, again, if those
Okay,
guys are
here
running
comes-
it's holding up together.
I knew it. I knew you were going to mess with me. Go!
Okay, we keep the truck
Sparky,
all cleared up.
and
If you
your
cut
hand smells.
attention to the
And,
front line, you're gonna
and
see my man,
as-
my hero, Randall
as far as
King.
business cards go, if Tim Cameron's running it,
With
him, he would rather run a good part, the best part, than a sponsored part.
Yeah,
So if he's
exactly.
running it, you have to say it's top notch.
Yeah, right.
So,
That's true.
Timmy's
running it top notch.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we've got Randall Key, our final driver for Hill 1 today, on the line.
We've been working on his buggy the last week.
Yeah? What was wrong? He blew a motor, or?
He put a hydro boost on and put the pressure relief in the wrong spot.
Oh.
Blew the hydro boost and the pump.
Ooh.
And we just had to remove a bunch of plumbing and you know what I mean.
Reroute the valves.
Reroute the valves.
Come on, baby, let's go, let's go.
Again, we were laughing that I said I can barely drive my buggy with 2 arms and 2 legs.
It's tough, man.
He drives with 2 and has rear steer.
And it has rear steer.
It has
And I'll
rear
tell
steer.
you, It's people just don't give him enough credit, man. Like
That's a
I'm
lot.
trying to drive that buggy with everything. It's so hard to keep. That was awesome. That was a great run.
So for those that don't know, who aren't familiar with Randall, he is paralyzed from the waist down. He drives completely with hand control, so that he steers and shifts, and it's throttle and brake and rear steer all in there with hand control. So he is multitasking up a storm, and he's an awesome driver. He's an awesome guy. He's been in the sport since the very beginning.
He just ate that hill.
Yes.
up.
Yes.
He's killing this course right now.
And does awesome.
Awesome, Randall.
Heck yeah. Excellent job.
Come on, finish it.
Come on, buddy.
Like I said, grit your
I said
teeth.
normally
I had to back up one time, but
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Go!
61934, 61934.
Very
Again,
61934.
very great time.
Not bad.
Again, made quick work of that little launch pad
He
there.
went up the hard part.
He did. So
All right, let me get our top 3 currently. I don't think it's changed, has it?
I don't think so.
Our 46s and Timmy.
Yep.
All right, so Tim Cameron with a 43.3, followed by Danny Smith with a 46.4, and Jake Pike with a 46.8. Those are your top 3 drivers for Hill 1. I believe we're going to take a break. Clyde, what time are we coming back on for Hill 2?
I think we're going to shut down real quick and then do RCs.
Hold that thought.
We're going to shut down
Okay.
real quick, kick up the Red Cat RC series, do that, and then we'll be bringing you Hill 2, and it will be awesome action. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Woo!